Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, All People's Island. Start to strengthen burning fruit. Chapter 21. Hiding. The system typed directly to make everyone hide. This shit. One day, it's getting worse every day. There is still no follow-up to the matter of the ice and snow elves. Another foggy day. Chen Yang glanced at the public channel for a while. Fat Dad, F.A. Dad, are you here? Brother number 2, are you there? Let me tell you, what's important in this foggy day? Ask for a strategy. Chen Yang, the fog has just begun, what strategy can I have? Identification technique. Identification complete. The mist with a small amount of paralytic toxin will affect people's reaction nerves, and the degree depends on the physical fitness. Weakness, fear of fire. Reminder, the real danger is not the fog itself. But Chen Yang thought about it and decided to help everyone. Although some people make him hate, some people are very cute. For example, this guy called Fat Dad. No, 0888. According to my personal experience, the mist has a toxin that paralyzes the nerves. I don't know how long the paralysis lasts. Sure enough, when the leader of the list spoke, the golden light shone instantly. My father has appeared. Father, mana is boundless. No, 0855. Daddy F.A., can you put me in your bed? Number 0855. Not far. Wait, public channels are even more unreliable than the previous online private chats. After all, there is not even a profile picture. No, 0888. In addition, according to my speculation, the real danger is not the fog. Just like the announcement said, everyone, let's hide. In the hiding place, light a fire, the hotter the better, but remember not to smoke yourself to death. I hope everyone can live until tomorrow. Chen Yang directly closed the public chat channel. That's all the help I can provide. I don't know about other news. Hope you can survive. Between Chen Yang's palms, flames burned. It directly threw the fireball into the mist. Immediately, the fog was dispelled directly. Looking at it this way, Xiao Guo is really very easy to use, so convenient. However, just after a while, the mist gathered again. The system prompts that the danger is hidden in the fog. So, as long as I dispel the fog, won't it be affected? How to dispel the fog? Windy. Blow away the fog directly. Or, flames. Exuberant flames. Flame is on the top. A field of flames is formed directly. Sure enough, the mist was directly evaporated when it reached the vicinity. Chen Yang achieved the core of the flame field. He looked again at the big guy who was still guarding near the shoreline. Oh, really persistent. It seems that this big guy and I will never die. But just right, I want to kill him too. How much experience do you need for a level 10 dragon blood creature? If you kill it, you don't say it and take off directly, but you can definitely increase your experience. Perhaps, dragon blood can also be extracted from it. Now if I want to strengthen the dragon blood in my body, I need a lot of strengthening points and more experience. However, it should be a good choice to directly collect ready-made dragon blood and then add it to the dragon blood in your own body. It's just that the ocean is the home of this beast. Although he has dragon blood, he is still in Dragon Ball, and he can swim unimpeded in the water, like a fish in water. But, the other party is a dragon blood shark. Wait, what if I can lure him up first, and then directly use the power of the magma fruit? This is absolutely feasible. However, there is only one chance. A level 10 creature has very high intelligence. Once he suffered a loss, he would never give himself a second chance. Looking at the appearance of the black blood dragon shark, it won't leave in a short time. I need to improve my strength as soon as possible before hunting him down. And the fastest way to improve your strength is to kill. The previous owner of Island 0886 died relatively early, and the monsters here have not been slaughtered for a long time, so there should be a lot of them. But the problem is, Chen Yang can't judge whether high-level monsters will spawn on this island. In addition, he is also very afraid of this fog monster. Yan Shanggong can form a flame field, but it cannot move with him. What the hell, if I'm strong enough now to turn the entire island into a flaming island, I don't need to worry about the fog in the sea at all. Okay, wait, perhaps, you can find another way. What I have to do now is to find treasure chests, kill monsters at the same time, and accumulate experience. Chen Yang got a torch and went straight to action. He has a high physique and has dragon balls in his body. The fog itself did not threaten him at all. Creeps. Seeing the monster running on the island, Chen Yang laughed. I have never felt that wild monsters are so kind. Eagle of Death. Burst. ... Bump bump. The roar of the death eagle resounded like thunder in the foggy night sky. You successfully killed a level 3 wild boar, your experience has increased, plus 37. You successfully killed the level 5 Shoshan tiger, your experience has increased, plus 88. Finding the treasure chest was not smooth. It took Chen Yang nearly 3 hours to find the treasure chest. Looking at this heavy treasure chest, Chen Yang opened it with anticipation. After all, it was really not easy for me to come to this number 0886 island. He also had a fight with a level 10 black blood dragon shark. Fortunately, I was witty and used tactics skillfully, otherwise it would be difficult. Dear Chen Yang, you have successfully opened the sea-level treasure chest and obtained the Dragon Elephant Wisdom skill. Chen Yang. Martial arts. Unexpectedly, it's martial arts. Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu is considered a very advanced martial art in the world of divine carvings. Jinlin Fuang even relied on this skill to defeat Zhou Botong, Huang Yaoshi, and Master Yidang. However, the positioning of this martial art here is sea level. He looked at the description of the treasure chest. After practicing this martial arts, you can improve your physique and let yourself have the breath of a dragon and an elephant. Note: this martial art can continuously improve its own level. Note: to improve the essence of this martial arts, you need to obtain items related to dragons or elephants. Chen Yang looked at the description, and was immediately overjoyed. I always feel that I have developed again. This world is full of wonders. However, I sent it. Yes, even though it was only sea level, he felt that this time it was too big. I have dragon blood and dragon balls, so wouldn't that directly improve the quality of martial arts? However, don't worry, I will strengthen it with strengthening points first. The lower the item is, the less enhancement points it consumes for enhancement. During the few hours of searching for the treasure chest just now, I happened to do a wave of wild monsters, and now I have more than 700 experience points. Exchange. Coupled with the original, there are 10 exchange points directly. Strengthen the Dragon Elephant Wisdom skill. Enhancement completed. C-level martial arts, enhanced, B-level martial arts, consumes 2 enhancement points. Worry, from C to B, directly consume 2. Sure enough, the essence of this skill is not weak. Thinking about it this way, I felt that the first enhancement of the burning fruit was really a big mistake. Second reinforcement. Enhancement failed, consumes 1 enhancement point, Dragon Elephant Wisdom skill, has not been enhanced, lack of dragon or elephant power. Enhancement failed, still B grade. Wait, Dragon Chi is running. Finally, the system shows that this Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu has reached grade A. Chen Yang directly chose to practice. In an instant, a stream of air circulated and lifted in the body. That breath filled every corner of his body. From under the skin, to the blood vessels, even between the cells. With the movement of his breath, there was even a special sound. This voice is more powerful and domineering than that of a tiger. This is Dragon Yin. The power of the dragon's blood matches the Dragon Elephant Wisdom skill, there is nothing wrong with it. Under the joy, Chen Yang ran the exercises violently. Then, he directly pushed with both palms. Roar. With the sound of a dragon chant, a shadow of a void dragon rushed into the mist. This power is too fierce. Even just looking at the effect makes Chen Yang extremely excited. Dear Chen Yang, you have killed level 7 Misty Ghost, your experience value has increased, plus 411. Ah, Chen Yang was stunned. This is fine, he really didn't mean it just now. How could they get experience points like this? What the hell, also, what a coincidence, right? Wait, before Chen Yang had time to be pleasantly surprised, he immediately realized a terrible problem. I didn't catch the existence of this so-called Misty Ghost. Chen Yang, suddenly surprised. Now my mental strength is already very high. But, can't even mental power lock their existence. Flame is on the top. Chen Yang repeated the same trick, directly setting up the flame field. At this time, he received a system prompt in his mind. Respected Chen Yang, you have killed Misty Ghost. You have successfully attracted the killing intent of Misty Ghost. Please hide as soon as possible, otherwise you may be killed. Hide as soon as possible. Otherwise, you might be killed. What is this? Is it revenge? Probably. It is like after the ice and snow spirit absorbs the ice and snow crystals, it will leave a mark. However, I didn't expect to receive a reminder of a private message. From this point of view, the system itself at least has an element of wanting to protect people. Remember, this is a useful piece of information. The news, Chen Yang has received it. However, he didn't hide as suggested. The position I am in now is not suitable for blind hiding. Although it took 2 hours to find the treasure chest, I haven't figured out Island 0886 yet. The island says whether it is small or not, and whether it is big or not. 2 hours, probably looking at a range, is enough. However, it is simply impossible to fully understand it. At least in the previous process, he didn't find a particularly good hiding place. Going to hide blindly is even worse. And my current ability is enough to prevent the fog. The circle of fire formed by Yan Shanggong can block the fog. This is the second hand. If it doesn't work, just hide in the ring of fire. What's more, for this situation, I just had a plan. Chen Yang took a deep breath. He decided to implement the plan first. Magma fruit, meteor volcano. Chen Yang's body began to erupt the red color of lava, and billowing thick smoke burst out. Boom, he punched it directly on the ground. Immediately, pieces of burning rocks appeared out of thin air. Then, with Chen Yang as the core, the lava began to spread continuously. But after a while, a small crater, with a radius of 5 meters has appeared. Inside the crater, magma is rolling and bubbling. Outside the crater, thick smoke bursts out. Where the thick smoke passes, the fog is blown away. These mist ghosts are attached to the mist. Without the mist, naturally they cannot approach me. In this way, I am already invincible. In fact, with Chen Yang's current strength, it is absolutely possible to make this small crater bigger. But, it's not necessary. The bigger the crater you make, the more draining your energy and spirit. He still needs to save energy to observe these invisible guys. Strengthen. This time the strengthening target is this small crater. With the surge of energy, the crater directly expanded 3 times. Radius, 15 meters. The magma kept coming out, and the bursts of heat mixed with black smoke seemed even more unreasonable. The surrounding fog has almost dissipated in a short while. It wasn't until tens of meters away that a special wall, formed by the confrontation of fog and black smoke formed. The magma fruit is really powerful. If there is no good environment, then I will create one myself. With its own strengthening, it is completely possible to build the safest environment to face the night of fog. The magma flows, and the effect explodes. Standing in the magma, Chen Yang felt very comfortable. It feels like I am soaking in a hot spring. Later, Chen Yang made a new discovery. Okay, in the magma, my physical recovery has actually become faster. Surprise. Sure enough, true knowledge comes from practice. Many things need to be explored in practice. At the same time, dear Chen Yang, you have killed, your experience value has increased, plus 33. Dear Chen Yang, you have killed, your experience value has increased, plus 53. Dear Chen Yang, you have killed, your experience value has increased, plus 37. Chen Yang was full of surprises when he heard the sound of his experience soaring. There are constant reminders that the experience is increasing. He just thought about it for a while and immediately understood. Haha, the magma and volcanic rock erupted just now, killing so many wild monsters without knowing it, another wave of experience harvest. Really, happy. Developing a wave of volcanoes has actually gained so many experience points for nothing. Wait, my turtle son. When I first created this crater, I didn't put the hairy eggs in the exclusive space for pets. You won't be directly cheated to death by your master, right? If this is the case, then, this is too bad. Ah. Here, fortunately, it's all right, and it's still alive and well. He found the worm. It turned out that this little thing actually dived into the magma. Aren't you a marine creature? You're not afraid of magma. At this time, this little thing turned its belly up and comfortably, swimming on its back in the magma. Needless to say, the appearance of this enjoyment is somewhat similar to Chen Yang himself. You little thing, if you run around again next time, you won't be crushed to death. Chen Yang unexpectedly discovered that this little guy started to shed his skin. Congratulations Chen Yang, your exclusive pet has evolved and has become a lava turtle. Lava turtle, hairy egg. Level 3. Ability, big water cannon attack, lava rolling, mocking. ... I'm going, here, the skill has been awakened directly. Ridicule. Could this be the taunting skill that I know? Chen Yang, what a surprise. This little thing once again gave me a super surprise. Take this opportunity to see my own attributes. Island owner. Chen Yang. Number. Area A 1888. Talent unique hidden, SSS level, infinite enhancement 3. Level 7 1019 2800s. Power 311. Physique 325. Agility 321. Spirit 356. Energy durable 472. Reputation 13. Survival coin 10. Bloodline thin dragon blood. Exclusive items Magma Fruit S Dragon Ball S Killing Scythe, Eagle of Death A Sky Dragon Magic, Healing. Dragon Elephant Wisdom A. Pet Mayodan Lava Sea Turtle, A level Bloodline, level 3. Although the level is still not improved, the attribute points in all aspects have increased. This is the benefit of Dragon Ball. With this Dragon Ball, you can continuously improve your physique. And after the physique is improved, other attributes will also be driven. Of course, there is another important reason why the attribute has been improved so much this time. Dragon Elephant Prajna Technique. Chen Yang practiced directly in the magma. I don't know if practicing in magma will have any special effects. After my own strengthening, now, this exercise has reached a level. You know, in the entire A1 area, there are 9,999 treasure chests, and there are only 20 A in total. This shows how scarce A-level items are. And scarcity, naturally means, powerful. Gululu. The magma is constantly bubbling and looks very scary. But Chen Yang enjoyed it very much. As the Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu was slowly running, the scorching magma breath was integrated into the physical energy. After about 10 minutes, Chen Yang discovered that his physique had actually started to improve. Magic. This is just an A-level skill. What if it evolves to S rank? No, my mind should be more open. Burning Fruit and Magma Fruit are their own abilities, but the Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu is used to move the breath. If I'm fighting, and at the same time pushing, doesn't that mean directly possessing the Fire Dragon skill? Even if you just think about it, when you push out with your own palm, what erupts is no longer invisible energy but the shadow of the Fire Dragon. With one move, you will sweep away invincible. How powerful and domineering should this be? The fog outside is getting deeper and deeper. However, with this small volcano blocking, I see what you can do to me. If there is no home field, then create your own home field. Hehe, I am really smart. Practicing Dragon Elephant Prajna skill does not need to completely enter the state of forgetting things in me as in martial arts novels. On the contrary, it is more like a switch. As long as you calm down, you can start immediately. Therefore, during this process, he can do other things. In the beginning, I couldn't discover the existence of these so-called misty ghosts. Is it because my spirit points are not enough? Chen Yang looked at the attributes. Spirit 361. HMPH. Since it's not enough, let's strengthen it directly. The third time to strengthen the spiritual attribute. Level 3 strengthens spiritual attributes, requires strengthening points, 30. In other words, 3,000 experience points are needed. And the current experience value is 2,941 2,800s. In fact, it can be upgraded to level 8. Don't go into the upgrade first, just strengthen the basic attributes. After each upgrade, all aspects of attribute enhancement obtained are based on the original foundation to make improvements. This is the experience summed up from the previous upgrades. It's only the 4th night, and there are still a few days before the 10th day. First keep improving the attributes, and then on the last day, directly upgrade. Of course, there are risks too. For example, 0007 boss, 0410, etc., their level soars, and if they don't control themselves well, they will be left behind. Although, the top 10 on the leaderboard can get rewards. However, it is very obvious that different rankings will result in different rewards. However, this risk is within the controllable range. According to my ability to spawn monsters on a large scale, the speed of experience improvement should not be able to catch up with them. Well, what needs to be done now is to deal with the current situation. The most urgent task is to strengthen the mental strength. I want to strengthen my spirit, but the current experience value is a bit short. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't the fog in front of you have a lot of experience points? My physical strength, as well as my spirit, has been restored. But don't worry, let the dragon elephant Prajna Kung Fu run for a while, and wait for me to finish the first dragon training. Look at the time. Day 4, 2056, 35 hours 55 minutes and 54 seconds. It's only before 9 o'clock in the evening, it's still early. Chen Yang glanced at the chat channel again. The special effects of number 0007 exploded directly. No, 0007. Everyone, in the mist, there will be hidden strange creatures that cannot be touched by physical power and are very difficult to catch. This is similar to the ghost assassin mentioned in No. 0888. However, the difference is that they must survive in the fog. Also, if you accidentally kill one, you must be prepared to be hunted down. Hey, you have to be the number 7 boss, just warm-hearted. However, his ability is wind, and he is perfect for fog. This night, the experience of the number 7 boss must have increased very quickly. After a while again, Chen Yang came out of the lava. He reached the border of the fog, and his mental power was completely released. It's very easy to capture now. It seems that those misty ghosts have gathered. Well, just in time to try out a new trick I created. Burn the fruit and strengthen the fire fist. Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu. The invisible dragon shadow condensed, and in the next moment it turned into an extremely overbearing roaring fire dragon. Then, he slapped it out with one palm. Boom. Dear Chen Yang, you have successfully killed level 6 Misty Ghost, your experience has increased, plus 99. Dear Chen Yang, you have successfully killed level 7 Misty Ghost, your experience has increased, plus 231. Good luck. In one breath, 5 heads were killed directly. Gained experience points directly, 1022 points. So cool. The power of this palm is at least 3 times stronger than the original simple fire fist. Since it's fire fist plus dragon elephant Prajna Kung Fu, then it's better to name it fire dragon fist. Experience is enough. Exchange. 30 reinforcement points in hand. The experience value becomes again. Level 7, 1021 2800. Strengthen. Spirit. Level 3 enhancement is completed. Your spirit attribute has increased by 90. Current spirit, 451. It has broken through the 450 mark. Chen Yang showed a smiling face and was refreshed. Finally, caught them. Hey, it looks like a ghost. 0007 said that Misty Wraith is similar to Wraith Assassin. Now it seems that is not accurate. In Chen Yang's spirit, these misty ghosts are granular. They are made of water vapor, patchwork, and Ghost Assassin as a whole. In short, one is a ghost and the other is an atomized life. What are these guys doing? Under Chen Yang's spirit, he clearly saw atomized beings gathering continuously, and then directly, squeezed, into one of the living bodies. Hold a grass, can I still play like this? Identification technique. Identification completed. Mist ghosts that are assembling. Name, Ghost of the Great Mist. Level 8, upgrading. Characteristics, immune to physical attacks, capable of manipulating water vapor, with very strange lethality. Status, furious, I must kill you. Nima, this is to stuff all the living bodies together and form a super boss. Now, it's level 8. According to this trend, I am afraid that it will reach level 9 soon. Don't worry, high-level monsters obviously have much more experience points than low-level monsters. It would be great if this guy could directly evolve to level 10. In this case, I can just try to see how far my complete combat power can be exerted on land. I'm going to kill that level 10 smelly shark. If you can't beat level 10 on land, let alone go to sea. This is an unsteady decision. However, it is also a very correct choice. The fog is getting thicker and thicker. The level of life is getting higher and higher. Level 9. With the improvement of life level, the reminder of this product is getting bigger and bigger. From the original height of 2 or 3 meters, it has reached a vertical height of more than 8 meters. I'm speechless. Why is this guy getting cuter and cuter? He's just like Dubai in Super Land Warfare. Only bigger. Chen Yang, waiting for him. It's a pity that the ideal is beautiful, but the reality is skinny. Level 9, is it over? Originally thought, you can reach level 10. But I never expected that you would stop abruptly at level 9. You really let me down. At this moment, Chen Yang's interest actually faded. But anyway, it is a rare monster of level 9, and it is also a source of danger. Chen Yang still pays respect and stands ready. The dragon elephant prajna kung fu works. A stream of air surrounds him endlessly. During the surge of breath, the sound that came out was like the sound of a dragon's low roar. Come on, let's fight head on. Chen Yang directly stepped out of his volcanic domain. Seeing Chen Yang stepping out with wide eyes, Ghost was furious. The countless fogs were directly compressed and turned into a huge hammer. Then, shake it down hard. Call. Just by listening to the terrifying piercing sound, one can know how heavy the blow was. Chen Yang never dodges or evades. The dragon elephant prajna kung fu not only can exert energy in the shape of a dragon, but also allow oneself to explode with strength far exceeding one's own strength attributes. Turn around the dragon elephant. The power of the steel wrist. The power of armor. Chen Yang squatted down slightly, and then jumped up suddenly. The galloping wind. He is like a cannonball, fired in an instant. The moment his body was about to touch the fog hammer. Magma fruit, ghost dog. Boom, 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 boom. Red, colliding with white mist. White smoke instantly covered the dark sky. The mist was directly evaporated. And Chen Yang's mighty strength, triumphantly. Half of the Super Dubai was directly scattered. Chen Yang landed again, looking back at Dubai, which was already half broken. The strength of level 9, is it only this level? To be honest, a little disappointed. The one-hit fight just now was actually very powerful. However, there is still a long way to go before Chen Yang's own limit. Okay, Chen Yang turned his head and was suddenly surprised. Unexpectedly, it started to recover again. Obviously, half of his body has been smashed off. Oh, I'm superficial, it was originally blocked by the fog. He saw that there was another mist floating in the distance. However, the speed of drifting was significantly slower. Then, let's deal with you directly. Call. He let out a long breath. Even the breath that blows out is bursting with flames. Burn the fruit, burn it. A circle of fire appeared directly surrounding himself and the misty ghost. This is our arena, and no one can escape before life and death are divided. Flame Dragon Claw Fist, Flame Dragon King. At this moment, Chen Yang's body directly turned into flames, and then fiercely rushed towards this level 9 misty ghost. A fire dragon more than 3 meters long appeared. Although, compared to the huge size of more than 10 meters, the 3-meter fire dragon is still insignificant. However, the fog was clear, and he was obviously afraid. A monster at this level is certainly not a brainless monster. Just think about the Turtles Refrigerator project, and you can see that some creatures are extremely intelligent. Of course, different races have different wisdom ceilings. However, there is nothing wrong with life and death crisis sensing. This fog, I want to escape. However, Yan Shanggong has sealed off the escape route. In the end, this misty ghost also directly turned into a mist dragon. The fire dragon and the fog dragon immediately began to entangle and bite. This process lasted for more than 40 minutes. Day 4, 22:51, 35 hours 22 minutes and 23 seconds. The duel, which lasted for more than an hour, was over. Congratulations to your respected Chen Yang, you have successfully killed the level 9 Misty Ghost, and your experience value has increased, +1624. It's over. 1024 experience points. Cool. Fortunately, I have the ability to burn fruits and magma fruits. Otherwise, no otherwise. Winning, living to the end, is everything. Such a big man, he turned into mist when he died, and he didn't even extract a little valuable thing. I'm yuck. You have nothing but experience, you puffiness. He glanced at the current experience value. Level 7, 2916 2800s. Unexpectedly, it's over 2800 again. Then, let's go straight up this time. After upgrading, go directly to that bloody black shark. Congratulations to your respected Chen Yang, you have successfully upgraded to level 8. Island owner, Chen Yang. Number, Area A 1,886,887,888. Talent Unique Hidden, SSS Level, Infinite Enhancement 3. Level 8, 116 3600s. Power, 361. Physical, 388. Agility, 351. Spirit, 502. Energy Durability, 533. Reputation, 13. Survival Coin, 10. Bloodline, Thin Dragon Blood. Exclusive items Magma Fruit S, Dragon Ball S, Killing Scythe, Eagle of Death A, Sky Dragon Magic, Healing. Dragon Elephant Wisdom, A. Pet Mayodan Lava Sea Turtle, A-level Bloodline, level 3. Already, level 8. Although he originally planned to wait until the 10th day to upgrade directly. However, right now, he needs to level up, and then kill that Dragon Blood Black Shark. After all, Island 886 is not his main island. His infrastructure is still on Island 888. He doesn't like to start over. Go to the magma to take a bath and recover. Mao Dan seemed to know that Chen Yang had returned from victory, and swam around him. Touching the hairy egg that had grown sharp fangs, Chen Yang looked towards the sea. Wait, after a while, I will take you to eat shark meat. Level 10 Dragon Blood Shark Meat, then, must be a great supplement. At this time, the channel flickered for a while. Oh, it's actually the island owner of number 410 speaking. It's rare, go and have a look. This third-ranked island owner gave Chen Yang a good impression. He is very low-key, almost like himself. Suddenly speaking at this time, I'm afraid there will be some important news. Chen Yang jumped into the magma first. Just after a big battle, the spirit and energy need to be restored. Taking a magma bath is the most comfortable. Mayodan doesn't like being pinched by Chen Yang. He came out of the magma pit, and then hula ran into the island. It's obviously a tortoise, but it runs really fast. Its blood is special, it can move freely on land and sea, and its speed is extremely fast. Of course, it is more fierce in the sea. This guy actually went straight after the bloodthirsty long-haired rabbit. The evolution of pets is the accumulation of the power of flesh and blood, in short, eating, or other adventures. The experience points are directly given to the master. This self-motivation makes me feel ashamed. After the emotion was finished, the chat channel was opened directly. Flip through the previous news. First of all, it is the strategy of number 0007, which is about the fog. No, 0007. 1. High physical fitness, able to resist or even be immune to fog toxicity. 2. The ghosts in the mist can be found with mental power, but it is only possible to scan them at close range, so it is very dangerous. 3. Misty ghosts are generally low level, but they can be superimposed on each other to become extremely dangerous. Currently, the highest level encountered is 8. 4. Therefore, it is better to hide and wait until the morning fog clears. As expected of my big brother number 0007, he is capable and kind-hearted. It's a pity that our island is a bit far away, otherwise, let's have a meeting. It's not that Chen Yang wants to be a nice guy like him. However, he appreciates such a good person. It's great to have such a person as a friend. In the middle, it's all nonsense. The next important piece of content is 0410. No, 0410. I don't know if I should say it, but there is an island owner who is proficient in water abilities and broke into my island. After these words, everyone was really excited. Boss, are you talking about people? Not monsters. Really, is there an island owner who can enter other people's islands? I'll go. How did he find the direction? I tried to leave my island and almost drowned. Brother, you have exposed your strength attributes. Boss, what happened next? What happened later? Island owner number 410 just left a sentence. Everyone, be careful. Then, he didn't speak. Chen Yang. Later, there is no need to ask. 410 uses, break in. Now, he speaks flatly in the public chat channel. Then, the result can be imagined. The opponent should have been beaten to death. If this didn't kill him, but let the other party go, Chen Yang would look down on the number 0410. However, is the other party stupid? Knowing that 410 is an S-level ability user, he still dares to seek death. Look down on S-class. No, no, it is impossible for those who can live to this day to have such a low IQ. Perhaps, that bad boy is aiming at 410. After all, 410 has S-level items. Then, he has at least the ability that he thinks he can kill S-class. I'm afraid that this guy is at least an A-level ability user. Of course, in addition to the A-level, he must have acquired some special ability, which made him feel that he has a sure chance of winning. Unfortunately, he is still dead. The ability of S rank is by no means that simple. However, there is one thing to say, people with water abilities have an advantage in this regard. I probably understand why number 0410 hesitated to speak. Because, this may be a bad start. It is absolutely impossible for only one or two to control the ability of the water system. After the announcement of this news, maybe someone will look for other islands, and then, of course, they will kill people to seize treasures. This gives a lot of hints. However, if it is not announced, since there can be the first island owner to break into other islands, there will naturally be a second one. At that time, some island owners will not know about it and may be killed directly. Therefore, number 0410 was finally decided and announced. Let everyone have a defensive mentality. It can be seen here that the island owner of number 0410 subjectively still wants to make people survive as much as possible. After all, most of the people selected here may have been just ordinary people. I think the person is right. The island owner of number 0410 can also be considered a good person. In fact, in such a killing island, the concept of good guys and bad guys is not important at all. However, Chen Yang is still willing to classify those who do not take the initiative to harm others as good people. At least I will feel a little more at ease when dealing with them in the future. Unfortunately, there is no private message function now, and I don't know what his ability is. I'm curious. However, no matter what, once this news comes out, I'm afraid it will cause a chain reaction in the island world. Originally, everyone only thought about how to survive. Thinking is in a blind spot. But his message is to tell others that they can leave the island. Then, some people will go to other islands to hunt for treasure, some will go to kill people to seize treasure, and some will go to group together. Although the sea is dangerous, as time goes by, the individual strength is also increasing. Going to sea is no longer a luxury. But in the final analysis, what really matters is your own strength. In such a world of killing and death, if the strength is not enough, so what if they find someone to form a group with? Can you be sure that the other party is a good person? Don't care about him, let the spirit recover to its peak first. Squint your eyes and rest for a while. 0410 Island. Xie Abin leaned against the rock wall of his own cave. His eyes were full of dignity. At this moment, on his abdomen, there is a scar inlaid between the abdominal muscles, which looks like a centipede, very ferocious. And, the wound is frozen. This guy can actually have a dagger that breaks through Lao Su's invincibility. I almost overturned my car and got on the death notice. Recalling the situation at that time, Xie Abin became even more angry. The woman floated to the shore, and her life and death are unknown. In a moment of kindness, I rescued her and gave her food. But he didn't expect that the other party would directly launch a surprise attack when he turned around. Fortunately, Lao Su's Vajra immortal art has a strong defense, otherwise, his waist would have been cut off. He holds a dagger in his hand. This is an A-level dark gold dagger with the special attribute of defense breaking. If it wasn't for the invincibility of the King Kong that made his resistance extremely high, then his waist and life would be gone with this knife. However, this stinky fool also gave me a new ability. Xie Aben opened his attribute bar. Island owner, Xie Aben. Number. Area A10410. Level. 9398 4500. Power. 151. Physique 160. Agility 99. Spirit. 133. Energy durable 188. Reputation 7. Exclusive items King Kong Indestructible Divine Art S rank Sea King's Blood A rank. My Vajra Immortality Divine Art is rated as S rank, but it's not just about strong defense. It is even more able to quickly improve physical fitness, strength, and even spirit during cultivation. It can improve attributes by itself, even faster than upgrading. This is one of the most powerful points of the Vajra Immortal Art. In addition, his King Kong is not bad, and he can directly hit ghosts. It is by no means a pure physical attack. I don't know, how many levels are the island owners know 0888 and number 0007, and what is the level of the 5-dimensional attributes? Forget it, now that I have obtained the blood of the A-level Sea King, the days are getting more and more hopeful. Next time, I must be number 1. It's just that this island will be more interesting. Area A1 originally had 9,999 people, but now I don't know how many people there are. Besides, this white-skinned lady always feels very weird today. Recalling those cold eyes, and the power of ice attached to the dagger. Xie Aben actually already had a guess. But unfortunately, this is only my own guess after all. Island 4444. Baga, it's really too slow to level up like this. My village needs to drink blood and devour soul. No, I have to find a way to go to other islands. I have a hunch that only human blood and soul can make my village evolve rapidly. I must kill. Island number 0007. Wind Wings now allows me to fly to a farther distance, and I can already see the islands near me. Soon, I will be able to set foot on other islands. Maybe, during the day, I can try it. According to the information I know, the world will become more and more cruel. So, I must become stronger and improve as soon as possible. At present, it is judged that no 0888 and number 410 are trustworthy people. I hope to meet in the future and get along happily. On a foggy night, most island owners can only hide. However, there are not a few who go against the wind. Death and ascension have always coexisted. People who can live to this day will not even know this truth. Day 4, 2344, 56 hours 33 minutes and 21 seconds. Chen Yang opened his eyes. He came out of the magma and cheered up. It has completely recovered to its best condition. Then, it's time to find that shark to settle. I don't want to spend the night for revenge. However, at this moment, Mayodan's voice came directly. This little thing, what did you find? Unexpectedly, to be so excited. Go check it out. Okay, Dragon Blood Black Shark, I'll let you spend the night. Chen Yang ran towards the place where Mao Dan was. Around this small road, it was a mess. Chen Yang also got a lot of sporadic experience. Why did you get into the crevice of this rock? This is no longer an ordinary stone seam, it is very, very deep. So much so that this little thing got itself stuck. Tell me, why are you so awesome, and you just get yourself stuck in such an artistic way? Chen Yang looked over and was immediately speechless. Good guy. Most of Mayodan's tortoise shell was stuck inside. There is only one tail, which is constantly spinning outside. Not to mention, this little tail is so powerful that the surrounding stones are directly smashed and sent flying. If you're so impatient, let me help you. Chen Yang inserted his palms into the slate, and then pulled it violently. Good wait, even with his strength, it's actually a bit of a struggle. Soon, the slate was lifted. Chen Yang was directly shocked. What is this? On the lower layer of the slate, there is some unknown liquid. This is definitely not ordinary dew, because the liquid has a delicate fragrance. Just sniffing lightly made him refreshed and his energy recovered quickly. Stone marrow, stalactite, he didn't know what it was called either. And in the middle of those liquids, there is a flower with white jade-colored petals. This white jade-colored flower is the most precious thing. Identification technique. Identification completed. Shilling white jade flower, a B-grade precious spirit flower, after taking it, can increase the strength of flesh and blood, physique and spirit. You're amazing. After working for more than an hour, not only did I earn so many experience points, but I even dug up a precious B-level spirit flower. This spiritual liquid is yours, and this spiritual flower, we have half and half. Chen Yang was also unambiguous, and directly put the petals into his mouth. Because he had just upgraded, so the experience value was gone, and he didn't bother to strengthen it. Immediately, a lightness filled his body. Ha, the effect is immediate. You have taken the B-grade spirit herb, your spiritual power has increased, plus 30. You have taken the B-grade spirit herb, and your physique has improved, plus 30. You have taken B-level spirit grass, your blood has been strengthened. Chen Yang was directly promoted, and Mao Dan's body was also shrouded in white light, obviously starting to strengthen. There are still a few seeds here, put them away. Seeds are good things, you can bring them back to Lingtian and plant them. First directly strengthen the seeds, and then plant them in Lingtian. What? Below, there seems to be something else. Growing under the spirit flower, it will never be bad, let's take a look first. Fire punch. After 10 consecutive fire punches, the bottom layer was finally blasted away. Identification technique. Identification completed. Rare metal veins, this metal can be used to create high-quality weapons. This is a mine vein. Under this island, there is actually such a good thing. If the original island owner survived, perhaps his current strength would be considered adequate. However, the reason why this ore vein appeared is that I caused a shock when I created the small volcano before, so it was exposed. But, no matter what, the hero is still me. Now, I am the owner of this island, so I will bury this mine first. With the development, perhaps this vein will be useful. Mao Dan also ate the petals. But Guizi's digestion ability is obviously not enough. After all, he is only a poor level 3. Let's go to the pet space and stay for a while. Anyway, it is not its turn to intervene in the battle with the dragon blood black shark. Glanced at the time. Day 501. 57 hours 23 minutes and 1 second, 05. Oh, let this shark live another day. Now, it's time to get revenge. Chen Yang returned to the place where he landed. The sea is very calm, has this big guy already left? Chen Yang immediately ruled out this possibility. The black-blooded dragon shark is very vengeful. The scars I left on him haven't healed, so how could he leave? The slaughtering scythe is a powerful A-level item. In addition to beheading and serious injury, there is also a certain amount of corrosion and continuous damage. You can't underestimate the heads of these big guys. The biggest danger in this world is that monsters have intelligence too. Well, let's get on with the old rules first. Chen Yang looked for a group, and finally found a newly refreshed level 5 black bull. Then, it was thrown directly into the sea. Not killed, just thrown down alive. Puff. Suddenly, there was a huge splash. When the black bull was thrown down, it was still struggling, and the bull's eyes stared straight at Chen Yang with incomparable hatred. It obviously didn't expect that one day it would be drowned. For this, Chen Yang can only shrug his shoulders to express helplessness. Hey, stare again, next time I'll cut off your calf and throw it in again. Level 5, the level is not low. Its vitality is also very tenacious, it keeps thumping in the water, and even wants to wash up on the shore. Clatter, crash, the dragon blood black shark did not appear. Instead, it attracted other predators in the sea, including the 5th to 6th level sea fish, the electric eel. After a lot of struggle, He Niu landed in front of him. This process lasted a full 40 minutes. He Niu was spitting water from his nostrils, and he was extremely embarrassed. He looked at Chen Yang, full of hatred and fear. It stood up staggeringly, then froze directly. Fire punch. The black cow directly became charcoal grilled beef. Don't waste it, this beef is for our hairy eggs to eat, it grows fast. There was such a big commotion just now, and there was a lot of blood, but the dragon blood black shark still didn't show up. What's more, other level 5 to level 6 sea fish just appeared. According to the survival rules that Chen Yang knows, surrounded by super powerful strange interlopers, these sea fish either die or escape. But now, they can still come out to attack a level 5 black bull. Could it be? This dog shark, is it really gone? Chen Yong once again, gently, smashed the bone of the 5th level black bear, opened the opening, and threw it into the sea. This time, he himself jumped into the sea. The water flowed over the head. Return to the sea and make him gracious. Soon, the predators around level 5 in the sea came again. They attacked the black bear crazily. The scene is very bloody and messy. The black bear struggled for a while, and finally was on the verge of death. Chen Yong smashed the black bears hard with one punch. You successfully killed the level 5 Iron North black bear, your experience value has increased, plus 344. To be a human being, you have to be careful and careful, not even a little bit of experience can be wasted. So, the last hit is mine. Of course, you are mine too. After a fight, Chen Yong gained a large wave of experience points. Level 8, 3788 3600s. Unexpectedly, you can directly break through level 9. Now I can directly upgrade to level 9, then my attributes will be improved again. But, in the same way, if it is replaced by strengthening points, then there are 37 strengthening points. However, the black-blooded dragon shark still did not show up. It's as if it's really gone. Chen Yong sank into the water and thought for a while, the corner of his mouth slanted slightly. This time, he was completely relaxed. Then he swam in the direction of island number 0887. Returning, he is now the master of these 3 islands, so he can have a sea chart in his mind and won't get lost. Wow, Island 0886 has disappeared from sight. Suddenly, a whirlpool rolled up in the sea, and Chen Yong found himself sucked into it. Finally, it's here. This black-blooded dragon shark is really patient. Sure enough, that huge shadow slowly broke through the waves of water. Here it comes. Dragging the vengeful figure that the 6 relatives do not recognize, came to hunt him. What the hell, I am actually fighting wits and courage with a beast. Chen Yong felt at first that the dog shark was really gone. But he thought about it later, something was wrong. Why are there so many level 5 to 6 sea monsters on the shore? At this stage, level 5 monsters are still rare, let alone level 6 monsters. Later, he understood. It was driven by this dog shark. This is to convince myself that it really isn't there. Then it was waiting for itself to stay away from the island, leaving itself with nowhere to go. A shark knows how to set up the environment, and then lures the enemy into it. Although the flaw is a bit big, it's because I'm smart. If he was a little stupid, wouldn't he just be cold? This terrible world. However, since Chen Yong had calculated everything correctly and came here again, how could he be afraid? I'm level 9 now. The dog shark wanted to arrange something, so he drove the shark over. But it doesn't know, this is giving experience. With its benefits, Chen Yong was directly promoted to level 9. The first time we met, Chen Yong was only at the 7th level. But now, it's already level 9, and its attributes have all been improved. There is also the Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu. Dragon Blood Black Shark's eyes reflect light, and he is obviously controlling the water flow. The surrounding vortex is getting tighter and tighter, constantly oppressing it. Chen Yong escaped directly from the Death Eagle, and fired 30 shots directly with his backhand. I know, I can't hurt it. But just to disgust it and show off its momentum. Next, it's just the front. Scythe of Slaughter. Honestly, with the scythe in the water, performance suffers. However, now his strength is strong enough. The power of the steel wrist. The power of armor. The galloping wind. Auxiliary skills, take care of them first. In an instant, Chen Yang's momentum changed. With the operation of the Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu, even the dimension of the muscle swelled a little bit. Of course, it's not just the dimension that expands, but also an extremely thick layer of airflow. Then, it is the blessing of the galloping wind. The galloping wind actually echoed the true energy of the Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu. It already has the water avoidance effect of Dragon Ball. Adding this layer makes him look even more carefree. Black-blooded dragon shark. HMPH, I eat dragons and sharks too. The black-blooded dragon shark that was rushing over trembled its tail, and it was obvious that something was wrong. The huge body of the dragon blood black shark actually stagnated almost, without inertia, in the sea. Afterwards, countless tornado vortices rolled up in the water. His huge body made a sharp turn and ran away directly. Okay, so decisive and direct. Chen Yang grinned and said word by word, "Hey, you can't escape. You were so energetic when chasing Lao Su, but now, you want to leave after offending Lao Su." Immediately, he dragged the killing scythe and rushed directly towards the black blood dragon shark. When the strong meet, the brave wins. Chen Yang's speed is so fast. The dragon blood black shark who had just turned around found something was wrong again. How did this little thing become so scary this time? There is no escape. It forcibly turned around again, and then relaunched the charge attack. Gululu. Boom. A collision between powerful males immediately caused the seawater to explode. Terrible impact, the consequence is dizziness. In an instant, both Chen Yang and shark had slight concussions. However, the black blood dragon shark still has a layer of mental confusion. What happened? This little thing, who was obviously not too strong a weak chicken not long ago, can be blown away by his own tail. But now, has it become so powerful? The two vibrated at the same time, but it took only 0.01 second for Chen Yang to adapt directly. HMPH, come again. Before the shark could react, Chen Yang's next attack came again. Killing sickle, precise strike. Unbiased, he looked directly at the cross wound on the shark's forehead. It was not good at first, but now it has suffered this powerful, fatal blow, again. The cross wound directly became a chrysanthemum shape. Blood immediately flowed. The dragon blood black shark was in excruciating pain, and the crazy water pressure exploded, pressing towards Chen Yang. It, controlling the sea water, wants to crush this little thing in front of it to pieces. At the same time, his tail rewinds. Gathered a powerful force. Water pressure, useless to Chen Yang. Dragon ball, avoid water. The only thing worth noting is the fishtail attack. Last time, Chen Yang was blown away. But right now, it's nothing more than a death row. Are you going to risk your life? The slaughter scythe waved again, this time it was just the tail of the fish. The power of the steel wrist. Kill. Om. Gululu. A water wave erupted again. The killing scythe and the shark's tail collided violently. The last time the two fought against each other, Chen Yang was no match for the shark at all. If Dragon Ball hadn't released the protective light shield, he would have been seriously injured. But this time, Chen Yang resisted again. According to the body size, Chen Yang and this shark are almost 100 or even more. But he resisted, steady and steady, without the slightest wavering. After resisting, Chen Yang did not stagnate. He concentrated his strength with one hand and shot it directly with one palm. Dragon Elephant Wisdom Skill. This is his real killer move. The enhanced Dragon Elephant Wisdom Kung Fu, although it is A level, can bring out Chen Yang's dragon blood power to the maximum extent. What's more, Chen Yang wrapped it with such vigor and released the final blow. Ghost Dog. The Ghost Dog is the power of lava. Originally, the magma must have misfired directly in the sea. But now with the water-avoiding ability of Dragon Ball, and the power of Dragon Elephant Prajna, as long as it is not a long-distance attack, the power of the magma ghost will explode. Gululu. Gululu. The eruption of water waves is unimaginable. This punch gave the big shark a fatal blow. Dragon blood black shark yelled in pain. The surrounding water pressure also dissipated. The big shark flicked its tail and tried to escape. Its vitality is rapidly declining. Hey, the top quality shark's fin that I finally found can make you escape. However, Chen Yang grabbed its fishtail fin, and then the slaughtering scythe suddenly fell. I have to say that the vitality of level 10 monsters is really tyrannical. From defeating it to its complete death, Chen Yang killed it for a full 10 minutes. Finally, dear Chen Yang, you have successfully killed a level 10 black blood dragon shark. Your experience has increased, plus 2200. Level 10, direct 2200 experience points. Although extremely difficult, the result really surprised Chen Yang. 2200 experience points. To break through level 9, you only need 4500 experience points. In other words, this dragon blood black shark is half of it. Congratulations Chen Yang, because you are the first to kill a level 10 sea monster, you have doubled the experience reward. Another double reward. Last time, the first kill above level 5 would be doubled. And now, do it again. Cool. This doubling is directly equivalent to 4,400 experience points. If it is converted into enhancement points, then there are more than 40 enhancement points. To strengthen Dragon Ball once, 100 enhancement points are needed. At the beginning, he felt that this was an unattainable goal. But now it seems that it is not that difficult. The current Dragon Ball already has such a magical effect, how about strengthening it again? Chen Yang, I can't help but look forward to it. This Dragon Ball, even if it is carried around, can continuously improve one's physique, nourish the body, and cultivate the spirit. Not to mention his combat assist ability and other abilities. If it is directly strengthened into a double SS. Absolutely cool. However, if there are no special circumstances, this experience value must be kept for now. On the 10th day, it's another ranking. Chen Yang must ensure that his level can be ranked first, and the worst is also the top 3. Because, on the 10th day, there are more things to do. Also open the mall. Another announcement of rewards. Perhaps, there are other big things to happen. It is very necessary to keep the experience ahead. Collection. Congratulations Chen Yang, you have successfully collected shark skin, shark fins, shark teeth, shark meat. These are very good materials. There are even ranks. Especially the shark's teeth are actually grade E materials. Fish, you can make some fish jerky yourself, and give the rest to our Mayoden. This little thing can be eaten. Fish skin and the like can be kept and sold, and leather clothes can be made at that time. However, this is not what Chen Yang values most. Dear Chen Yang, you have successfully collected his thin dragon blood. Identification technique. Very thin dragon's blood, grade E. I got the second drop of dragon's blood, although only C grade. However, for Chen Yang, E level, A level, and even S level are all things to strengthen. Wait until it's strengthened to S level, and then fuse. Thinking of this, Chen Yang was extremely excited. This dragon blood black shark was not killed in vain. But speaking of it, the dragon blood possessed by this dragon blood black shark is actually only E grade. However, the female tortoise is different. The dragon blood it possesses is very strong. And, this turtle actually has dragon balls. So, Mao Dan's own father, he can't be a real dragon, right? Whether it is an Eastern dragon or a Western dragon, they are all in myths and legends. But, in this world, anything can happen. Forget it, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is to live well. If you really meet a real dragon in the future, as long as you are strong, you have to get down on me too. After cooking the dragon blood black shark, Chen Yang slowly surfaced. After the great battle just now, within a radius of dozens of nautical miles, it is impossible to have marine life. Therefore, it is meaningless to stay, let's go ashore as soon as possible. Time, Day 5, 4:33, 21 hours 55 minutes and 35 seconds. God, it's going to be dawn again. A new day begins again. It's hard to imagine that it's only the 5th day. Chen Yang released the little Mayoden, then used a real beef tendon to spare his waist, and tied it to Mayoden's body. Here, give me something to eat and swim over for me. In this way, the simple, turtle car, in the sea is completed. In terms of exploitation, I, Chen Yang, are really talented. Should be able to reach the ceiling level. Mao Dan had no objection at all, and was even very excited. It regards Chen Yang as father and mother. What's more, there are super delicious jerky to eat. Chen Yang started self-cultivation, trying to recover his spirit. Ah, in the sky, there were bursts of weird bird calls. There is no danger in the sea, but there is still danger from the sky. To be honest, although I have the ability to fly for a short time now, the magic level of the sky dragon is still too low after all. It seems that we should give priority to strengthening this. If you can strengthen the sky dragon magic to S, or even SS form, that should be able to have the ability to fly freely in the sky. Compared with sea, land and air, the sky is the king of domination. The fog seems to be starting to dissipate. Seeing this, Chen Yang was a little disappointed. He also hoped that after reaching Island 887, he would tick another wave of misty ghosts. In the eyes of others, misty ghost is a life-threatening ghost. But in his eyes, that is Tai Han who gave experience. Unfortunately, the fog cleared. Forget it, let's go to Island 0887 first. On Island No. 0886, I discovered a spirit flower and a mineral vein. So, what about on Island 0887? Maybe there are still some good things that have not been discovered. Personal note. Dear Chen Yang, another island owner has stepped into your Island 888. Chen Yang, did I hear correctly? Someone actually broke into my island. Are all the current survivors so floating? First of all, someone who didn't know how to live or die broke into 0410, the third island in the rank list. Now, someone actually broke into my number 0888 island. Hey, I want to see who it is, with such courage. You are so floating. According to the rules of the island, if the owner of the island is not dead, it is impossible to occupy the island as his own island. However, what the system protects is only the corresponding number. For example, Chen Yang was so powerful that he forced the owner of an island next door to flee, unable to return to his own island. Then, Chen Yang can get all the supplies on the island. But in the system number, the island owner is still the original island owner. Chen Yang is not worried that he will not be able to beat the opponent. It shouldn't be too difficult to drive out, or even kill the other party. The big brother on the list is not shouting for nothing. However, if this guy broke into his secret base, it would be terrible. Those are all my own hard work. It took a lot of strengthening points to make it up. Unexpectedly, I just went out once and met a thief. My hometown was stolen, and now I am not in the mood to explore Island 0887. He hugged Mao Dan directly, and then returned to his Island 0888 at full speed. The galloping wind. Today's Chen Yang has once again improved his strength. With the blessing of the galloping wind, his speed has surpassed that of the dragon blood black shark. Time. Day 5, 5:53, 1 hour 22 minutes and 33 seconds. Chen Yang returned to his Island No. 0888. Chirp chirp chirp. In the mangrove forest, the birds were chirping. Among the grass, there are hares and various animals running. Chen Yang observed for a while. It's very calm, as if nothing has changed. Go back to my hometown first. It would be very ridiculous if my house was stolen. Return to their base. The fence is loose, but this is the trace of being hit by a wild animal, and it is by no means man-made. The hot spring was still bubbling, and the plants planted in the spiritual field had sprouted and even bloomed. Inside the cave, the bed quilts and the like did not show any signs of being passive. No one ever came. It's been more than 2 hours since the system prompted, did nothing happen? Chen Yang slowly released his spiritual power. No. It is impossible for the system to lie about the military situation. Could it be that that person has gone to heaven? Wait, God. Chen Yang's spirit was touched at this moment. He suddenly looked up at the tallest tree on his island. Found it. It's really because the tree at the entrance of his cave is too tall. The vertical height is already 50 meters upwards. Back then, Chen Yang directly strengthened this tree. The tree was so tall that I ignored it. Chen Yang sneered. Thief, are you trying to sneak up on me by hiding in a tree? The idea is very good. However, it is still too naive. The galloping wind. Although I don't have the ability to fly directly now, standing jumps of tens of meters are trivial matters. There is a galloping wind, and it is easy to fly short distances. No matter which island you are from, killing you is enough. Of course, he could also pull out the Death Eagle and shoot directly. But he wants to see, what is the origin of this daring guy who broke into his island. After taking a closer look, the energy Chen Yang had gathered just now dissipated in an instant. Is it fake? He sees. On the treetop, there is a woman hanging. Yes, she, that is, was hung up. This is a pretty girl. He is not tall, about 1.6 meters tall. However, her face is very cute, with a hint of youthful and immature style. The hair is not too long, just past the shoulders. But now in the hanging state, it looks a little funny. Her clothes were a little looser, neither voluptuous nor too plain. Such a girl, no matter how you look at her first reaction, she will not think that she is a villain. What's outrageous is that she was actually hung on a tree. The collar of her back was actually worn on the branch. At this time, her limbs were drooping. The eyes are slightly closed. Probably, it seems that he fell asleep, or maybe he fainted from hunger. I'll go, where did someone hang themselves on a tree? From this point of view, it is a stupid batch. Ah, what the hell is this operation? Trespassed on my island and hung myself on a tree. Lao Su returned to his island with high fighting spirit and murderous intent. I thought I was going to go through a big battle to show Lao Su's tough and cold storage side as the leader of the list. But when I came back, I saw that it was a girl. Forget it, bring her down first. Chen Yang pushed lightly and jumped up. Then he broke the branch as gently as possible, and saved the girl. Holding this girl in my arms, I realized that this girl has developed quite well. Looking at her face up close, I found that she was even more beautiful than I thought. However, good looks are useless. I, Chen Yang, will not be fooled by beautiful women. As long as you find out that the other party is plotting something wrong, kill it directly. However, she is now in a coma. If you kill him like this, you won't be able to win by force. Hey, wake up. Chen Yang picked her up and brought her back to his cave. Chen Yang put her on the bear skin, and the woman actually curled up a little bit, like a cat. He complained helplessly. I always feel that this woman is not very smart. Put her on the bed, then made a bamboo tube, poured some crushed meat mixed with fruit pulp and water. No way, Chen Yang doesn't know first aid knowledge, so just use the method he thinks is feasible. Ah, sure enough, sky magic, heal. A flash of being light flashed, and the girl was healed immediately. Ahem. After a clear and slightly hasty cough, the girl has opened her eyes. After opening her eyes, she was even more beautiful. That pair of eyes seemed to be glowing with a particularly bright brilliance. Ah, she gave a feeble sharp horn first, then instinctively curled up and retreated. When she saw Chen Yang clearly, she suddenly relaxed a little. People, are you really human? Are you really alive? Ah, I'm so happy, I finally met someone. Chen Yang. As expected, it looks very unintelligent. Originally, Chen Yang wanted to strangle her directly by the neck, and then press her directly to ask her where she came from and why. But now it seems, this confused look, or, no need. Of course, before making this judgment, Chen Yang used his mental strength to probe this woman. Ah, from the inside out, no dangerous items were found. It's just my own defense now. ... Yeah, I'm so happy. This silly girl still wants to jump. Chen Yang turned cold and said directly. You're too happy. Quickly tell me, which island are you the owner of? Why did you come here? What purpose? The girl was startled by Chen Yang's aura. I almost didn't cry. Chen Yang sighed, as if he couldn't bear to threaten this woman. After all, although she entered her own island, she did not cause substantial damage. So, Chen Yang tried to communicate with her. Fortunately, Chen Yang is not the kind of elm lump who loses his sense of control when he sees a girl. The initial communication was a little difficult, but it quickly got into the topic. This woman is really simple, just ask me anything, and she will tell everything. The origin of this girl is as follows. Jane Ru, the owner of Island 0889. Yes, it is his neighbor. She was originally a college student who had just entered college with beautiful dreams. Then, very confused, he was selected into this island survival world. She is not the kind of person with strong survival ability. At the beginning, she was also desperate. After seeing so many death announcements, she thought she too would die. So, prepare to close your eyes and wait for death. According to her, it is, die early and live early. However, her luck is really, really good. On the first day just arrived, many people couldn't find their treasure chests. Then, he was found by wild beasts and eventually died. However, she found her treasure chest right away. To be precise, the treasure chest fell beside her along the landslide. I opened the box, and inside is a very strange fruit. Level, it's A level. Although it was very, very unpalatable, I still endured it. After eating the fruit, I found myself different from before. Hearing this, Chen Yang was very surprised. The treasure chest slipped beside her. Open it casually, it is an A-level item. This woman must also have the physique of a European emperor. There are 20 A-level items in total, and she got one. Well, and it's right next door to me. Whenever monsters come to attack people, they let them float. If it doesn't work, let me float by myself. It's actually quite interesting. I have to say, this silly girl is so stupid, she still looks pretty when she smiles. After all, her life is still very difficult. Fortunately, education is widespread, so she still knows about making fire by drilling wood. Of course, it is not that simple to drill wood to make fire, she failed many times. Fortunately, it finally succeeded. It's just that it's not that simple for her to kill animals to eat. Fortunately, she can float. Fortunately, on her island, there are special fruits with strong cold resistance. Fortunately, the fruit is not poisonous, but also very nutritious, and can even improve physical fitness. Wait, she just said, very unpalatable fruit. After eating, can you let yourself float? Let me go, isn't this just like a devil fruit? What she got, shouldn't be the piao fruit. Then, how did you come to my island? People are contaminated by the mist, and then they are chased by terrible things in the mist. At the time, she was terrified, and then she let herself float up, high up. Then, blown by the sea breeze. After listening to this idiot's words, Chen Yang was dumbfounded. Blown by the wind. Jian-Ru looked at Chen Yang, and asked cautiously. Big cauldron. Can you take me in? Jian-Ru looked at Chen Yang, and called out weakly again. Big pot, I can cook, can you take me in? I cook, it's delicious. Looking at this silly girl, Chen Yang was also speechless. He ruthlessly exposed. Hey, you know how to cook, but you are still reduced to eating wild fruits to satisfy your hunger. This is what you said yourself, the whole life depends on wild fruits. Fortunately, the wild fruit tastes good. Jian-Ru replied confidently. Those who know how to cook don't necessarily know how to handle ingredients. And I'm also a novice in making fire. Although I succeeded in making fire, it always goes out without paying attention. Well, that makes sense. It was probably because she hadn't been in contact with anyone for too long, and Chen Yang thought this girl was very interesting. Chen Yang asked jokingly, it's not necessary to light a fire to cook, after all, I can eat well by myself. With you alone, I have an extra burden, right? The girl thought about it, and it seems, that is indeed the truth. Chen Yang smiled again and said, you know how to warm the bed. Jian-Ru's complexion darkened all of a sudden, her curved willow leaf eyebrows were wrinkled and then loosened and then wrinkled. Finally, she seemed to have made up her mind, then summoned up her courage, and finally, but said weakly. I just warm the bed and don't sleep with you, okay? Chen Yang laughed suddenly. Ha ha ha, this girl is interesting. Obviously, she had thought very seriously and carefully just now. Of course he was teasing this silly woman. To be honest, Chen Yang is still very happy to take in this cute and stupid girl. After all, humans are social creatures. No matter how socially phobic he is, he has a certain circle of communication. What's more, Chen Yang was just an otaku before, but he is not socially afraid. I was in a good mood today, so I intensified. No, you have to sleep with me to warm the bed. Jian-Ru pouted, but suddenly she smiled and said. Dogwo, you are a good person, so you are kidding me. Thank you, brother. Then just bend down and bow. Chen Yang, yoho, this silly little girl has become smarter. Or maybe my acting skills are so bad that I didn't scare her. I'm really not fit to be a bad guy. Okay, then you remember, warming the bed is your duty. Jian-Ru negotiated very seriously. Okay, but you can't jump on it while I'm warming up the bed. Chen Yang shook his head with a smile, and threw a piece of barbecue over. Here, let's eat. Eat slowly, I still have a lot here. Looking at this girl, Chen Yang was actually very surprised. Piao fruit, this is actually a very powerful, bug-level fruit. In the world of great navigation, the owner of this fruit, Golden Lion, was the first person to escape from the City of Advancement. Moreover, when this fruit is implemented, its power is extremely terrifying. Whether it's poisonous snake, ground scroll, or controlling seawater, those are very useful skills. However, when this fruit fell on a girl, I always felt that it was a pearl covered in dust. After a while, the barbecue was finished. The little girl stood up and stretched her waist. Good guy. The figure curve is really good. I must have had fitness habits before, and I also did strength training. Although she has been hungry for several days, because of the fluttering fruit to improve her physique and release many wild monsters, the reason for her experience and level increase. The physique is still very good. So it can't be that weak. If it had been the time when she had just transmigrated, she would have starved to death. Chen Yang asked curiously, by the way, what level are you now? Jian-Ru compared a pair of scissors and said, it's almost level 4. She never took the initiative to kill wild monsters. Those wild monsters were all released by him, and then most died out of sight in the sky. Are you afraid of the sea? Jian-Ru was very frank and said, I'm so scared. Obviously I used to know how to swim, but when I touched the sea water, I felt weak all over. But it's okay, I can make myself fly. By the way, Cauldron, what level are you? Chen Yang froze for a moment, and asked, do you know the number of my island? I don't know, I was blown over. I'm level 9. The little girl's palm directly covered her mouth, stunned. Yeah, level 9. Oh my god, I remember, the hair master who is number 1 on the list is only level 7. Chen Yang suddenly had black lines. To be honest, this title is really not that nice. That was the grade a few days ago. Jian-Ru touched her head, and said cutely. Yeah, 2 more days have passed. What? Wait, you can't be the island owner of number 0888. She finally realized it. It's not easy. Okay. I thought you were very old, but I didn't expect you to be so young, so I call you to Send Big Brother. Send Big Brother, from now on, I will be your little sister. Chen Yang. My name is Chen Yang. However, he didn't tell this silly girl. Faj, just Faj, it sounds better than Yang Jie. Chen Yang said very seriously, if you are sure to follow my words, then you will have to listen to me in the future. Hearing this, the girl directly covered her chest. She said very cautiously, brother Fa, we agreed to warm the bed and not sell ourselves. You can't do this. Chen Yang rolled his eyes and said, don't worry, I don't want you to betray yourself. But, you can't just be a housekeeper. It is impossible for you to lie flat in this world, do you understand? Jian-Ru also nodded solemnly and said, well, I see. Everything is at your command. Chen Yang thought for a while and said, I want to understand your attributes. The attribute panel can be displayed to others with your own permission. Of course, almost no one would be that stupid. Isn't this telling others all about yourself? Chen Yang made this request, but he actually felt that it was a bit too much. However, he wanted to test this girl. However, this silly girl actually agreed so easily. Piao fruit, grade A. Island owner, Jane-Ru. Number. Area A10889. Level 3, 47 600ths. Power. 26. Physique, 46. Agility, 28. Spirit, 31. Energy, durable, 59. Exclusive item, Piao fruit, grade A. Looking at Jian-Ru's attribute values, Chen Yang suddenly smiled wryly and shook his head. This value. In fact, it can't be said to be low. After all, it also came from the 5-dimensional value. It's just that the current self is too strong. This girl's 5-dimensional value is not even comparable to her own fraction. Chen Yang felt that he should not tell her his 5-dimensional value, because he was afraid of hurting her. Jian-Ru was still very conscious, and said directly, Cauldron, I understand the rules, I don't look at your 5-dimensional value attribute. This is a secret, what should I do if I am silenced after reading it? Chen Yang. At this time, the silly girl will be smart. However, I like it. Jian-Ru suddenly blushed, and asked weakly. Cauldron, can you go out for a while? What do you want to do? I want to take a bath first. I haven't showered for 5 days. Chen Yang smiled and said, hey, I didn't expect you to be such a delicate girl. Jian-Ru blushed and said, If there is no such condition, we naturally don't care about this. But who told you, Brother Fa, that you are so powerful that you even have a private hot spring? Big brother, you are so lucky. Chen Yong looked at the girl's small eyes, waved his hand, and said, "Okay, you go, anyway, it's a spring of living water." He thought for a while, and reminded, "By the way, after you take a shower, take off your clothes and pants, wash them, and then dry them with fire. They will dry quickly, so you can wear them again. Be careful not to wash it out, there is no change of clothes here, otherwise you will only be wrapped in animal skins." While talking, a picture of a girl wrapped in animal skins unexpectedly appeared in my mind. Shouldn't I have said this? This woman must be very beautiful in the primitive suit. Jian Ru blushed and said, "Brother, you were really careful, thank you." She was very solemn and added another sentence, "You are a good person." Chen Yong walked out of the cave. He looked at the blue sky and exhaled. That's one more companion. At this time, a smile appeared on his face unconsciously. Although, it took only 5 days to travel through time. Although, during these 5 days, his strength continued to improve. However, he had to admit that the loneliness in his heart was increasing day by day. Still the same sentence, people are social animals after all. Of course, Chen Yong is a person who can tolerate loneliness, and even enjoy it. But enjoying solitude does not mean rejecting companions. Oh, it's not rejecting female companions. If it was a man, the best result would probably be to throw it out and let him fend for himself. But no matter what, this simple and weak girl is quite good. Chen Yong was still feeling emotional when a girl's voice came from inside. "Send big brother, you have strong mental power, don't use mental power to peep." Chen Yong, if you didn't remind me, I really didn't expect this encounter. Or, Of course Chen Yong didn't do that. In the living world, time itself is very precious. Although he is in a very good situation now, he is definitely far ahead of others. However, it is only the 5th day. The girl was blown by the wind, which he did not expect. However, island owner number 410 has already said that there are also other island owners who are good at water systems and broke into his island. Chen Yong was not in a hurry to kill monsters, but sat down cross-legged. Thinking, and summarizing, is very necessary. This can calm people down and keep improving. Now, it's the 5th day of survival world. And right now, it's still winter. Nowadays, there are several crises that could arise at any time. The first is the ice and snow elves. The second is Misty Ghost. The third is the Ghost Assassin. These seem to be random events. But, I always feel that something is wrong. He couldn't help thinking. Chen Yong began to sort out the limited information that was already known. First, 0410 said that this island is floating, and this has been verified by me. Secondly, number 0007, she provided the most information. She should not have identification skills, so she already knew some news about the killing world. And also, the mall opens on the 10th day. Why is it on the 10th day? Is the system obsessive-compulsive disorder? Or is the mall open? What are the prerequisites? In the end, this occasional disaster is more like a deliberate attempt to weed out the weak. The so-called weak are those with bad luck, those with poor strength, and those with poor reactions. Especially in the first 2 days, thousands of people died directly. And now, although death announcements will still be issued, the frequency has been significantly slower. Although, personal strength will continue to improve. But the level of monsters is also increasing. It can only be said that those who stay now are gradually becoming elite. In addition, Chen Yong feels that the island encourages each other to kill each other. Of course, even if it is not fighting each other, it is very necessary to explore the remaining empty islands. After all, there are treasure chests on islands without owners. Currently, there are 2 S-level treasure chests, and 7 A-level treasure chests. For S-level and A-level items, the starting point is higher than other levels. What is even more exaggerated is their growth. Just like Dragon Ball. Even if you just wear it on your body, you can continuously improve your physique, as well as various numerical values. In the later stage, S-level ability users will definitely be far ahead. What the hell, it's a bit like raising GU. Call. Forget it, don't think about it. Pointless. Now, continuous improvement of strength is the key. Chen Yong visited his island once. One after another, monsters appeared again. However, most of them are level 1 to 3 mobs. However, the number of level 4 has increased significantly. Level 5 monsters also showed signs. However, for Chen Yong, who has reached level 9, the monsters of these levels are more or less interested. If you want to kill monsters, you still have to go to the sea. It's really boring to say, the fog has cleared, and the ghost of the fog is gone. Although it is still snowing, the ice and snow elves are gone. Just then, send Big Brother, I'm fine. The girl came out of the cave. Perhaps, Chen Yong hasn't seen a woman for too long. But, it should be that this girl is really too beautiful. After taking a bath, her hair was wet and fell on her shoulders. His face was flushed, paler and weaker than before, and I felt pity for it, which added a wonderful touch. The snow-white neck, further down is a particularly eye-catching beautiful scenery wrapped in animal skins. She didn't show her navel, she was still wearing her original clothes. However, below the waist, there is simply a circle of animal skins. Jian Ru lowered her head and said nuo. Well, even though the clothes have been dried, they always feel a bit thin, so I used 2 of your animal skins from Big Brother, send them Big Brother, and I will pay you back. Chen Yong withdrew his professional gaze of examination and evaluation, and then said. Okay, that's what you said. Jian Ru asked again. Send Big Brother, what are you going to do now? Chen Yong said directly. Go to farm monsters, and then upgrade. What, shouldn't they boil water and cook for you, and then prepare to warm your bed? Chen Yong complained, saying, no, since you want to be with me, then you can't dawdle. Even if I allow it, this world will not support idlers. So, you follow it and go to kill monsters together. Chen Yong summoned Mao Dan. When Jian Ru saw Mao Dan, her eyes lit up immediately. Ah, what a cute turtle. Send Big Brother, your turtle head looks so big. Today's Maodin is level 3. His size has improved a lot, and he is no longer that small thing that is only the size of a palm. Now the hairy egg can already let the baby sit on it and ride it as a merry-go-round. Take her with you, the little monster will leave it to her, and the big one will come by yourself. Maodin didn't turn his head back, and rushed straight with his limbs. Kill monsters and upgrade, I am super serious. Chen Yong said to Jian Ru. Go along, work hard and improve yourself. Okay, I will definitely work hard. Jian Ru went away wheezing. As for Chen Yong, he dived directly into the sea and started a beautiful and peaceful day of killing monsters. You successfully killed a level 6 deep sea electric eel, your experience has increased, plus 511. You successfully killed a level 5 deep sea squid, your experience has increased, plus 321. The time to spawn monsters always passed very quickly. Wow, Chen Yong left the sea and returned to the island. This time, he gained a total of 1987 of his experience points. Current experience is level 9, 6,575 4,500. The experience value is steadily increasing, and the physique is also constantly improving under the blessing of Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu and Qigong, as well as the Dragon Ball. This feeling of steady improvement is very good. The nearby sea area was cleaned up by me again. Hey, it would be great if I could meet a big guy like Dragon Blood Black Shark again. Even if there is no doubling of experience, it can directly fill half of the experience progress bar of level 9. It's a pity that such a big guy is hard to come by. Now if you want to meet this level again, you must either go to a deeper seabed to try your luck, or go to a farther place. The time is 5th day, 1633, 27 hours 50 minutes and 53 seconds. At this moment, send Big Brother, come here. It was Jian Ru's hurried voice. However, this haste is not panic, but happiness and joy. Hey, anyway, it feels really good to hear the girl shouting as soon as I landed. He complained in his heart. I can understand now why Zhang Wuji and his parents have been able to stay in Bingo Island for several years. Well, we work hard together to make food during the day, and make people together at night. What a full and unpretentious life. But, thinking about it this way, I admire the old blind golden retriever Lion King even more. While thinking wildly, he walked over. At this time, I saw Jian-Ru holding a shell about the size of a washbasin in both hands, and waving at her from afar. Send big brother, look, this is what I picked up, isn't it pretty? Chen Yang's eyes fell on the shell that had opened. Inside, there is a sparkling colorful pearl. Of course, looking good is not the point. The point is, Chen Yang can feel the extraordinariness of this pearl. Identification technique. The identification technique only needs one thought, which can be aroused in the bottom of my heart, without worrying about being exposed. Identification completed. B-grade precious sea pearls, after wearing, can have an affinity for the ocean, and can purify the negative effects of the body. Seeing this, Chen Yang was stunned. The corner of his mouth twitched, he was very surprised. The precious item of Class B, did she pick it up? Picked up. You, aren't you afraid of seawater? Chen Yang asked. Jian-Ru. Yes, but the shell was caught at my feet by the waves. I didn't even go into the water. It's fine to deliver the goods to your door, and it's delivered directly to your feet. By the way, big brother, look, I just saw some nice things. Chen Yang looked around at the identification technique. There are special spirit herbs D-grade that are resistant to cold. There are precious stones Class E that can be crafted into weapons. There is also wild ginseng buried deep underground with great tonic grade C. Are you proficient in geology or herbalism? Jian-Ru shook her head and said, no, I just picked it up. Why, are these poisonous? Chen Yang was in a complicated mood, but he still told the truth, saying, no, these are very precious things. Many things belong to my own island, but I didn't find them after several rounds of inspection. Although I have identification skills, it is impossible to identify every flower, isn't it? However, once this girl came, she kept picking. Even B-grade precious ocean pearls can fly in front of her. So, this girl shouldn't be lucky with hidden attributes, right? This is of course a complaint, but the Uhuang possession cannot escape. Big brother. Okay, Jian-Ru is cute, she said with a smile. This pearl, I'll give it to you, it's my rent. This is a B-level precious treasure. You should know how precious this level is. Are you sure you will give it to me? Okay, Chen Yang chuckled and said, no, I still like you to warm my bed, bring it yourself. You are afraid of seawater because of the piao fruit you ate. That's a negative effect. I don't know if this pearl can evolve for you. By the way, have you broken through level 4? The little girl giggled and said, I have already broken through. By the way, big brother, I have hidden good things in my own island. Among them, there is also a strange ancient-style longsword that I picked up. Chen Yang was stunned. Ancient-style longsword. With this woman's European imperial body, the ancient-style longsword is definitely a good thing. Girl, do you want to go back to your own island? Jian-Ru said. Well, after all, I have collected some things that I think are very powerful. However, I don't want to leave and send you big brother. Follow Faj, eat, drink, and soak in hot springs. Don't be too comfortable. What's so good about going back to the island alone? Chen Yang said, I'll go with you. With the experience of crossing the ocean already, it should be easy to go to know. 889. It's getting dark now, let's go get some food first. Tomorrow, I will build a raft and go to your island. The time is, 5th day, 1800, 0 hours 34 minutes and 11 seconds. The system's district-wide announcement prompt suddenly appeared. Emergency announcement. This bright red word shocked everyone. Gululu, gululu. In the cave, in a simple stone pot, seafood soup is rolling. This is a soup made from level 10 shark meat. In fact, in Chen Yang's opinion, shark meat is not tasty, it's too bad. He eats this meat purely because it is enough tonic and can improve his physique. However, Jian-Ru is really a treasure girl. Let's put it this way, except that she is not very good at fighting, she is actually very good at everything else. Possessed by the Emperor of Europe, and possessed by the god of cooking. As long as she provides the ingredients herself, she can make moving and delicious dishes. Jian-Ru suddenly shouted, Big brother, there is another dangerous warning. Chen Yang lay on the animal skin bed and said, Well, it's normal to like to have a little moth at night, isn't it? Urgent announcement. This night is destined to be uneventful. In the dark night, a mysterious ghost ship suddenly appeared on the sea. The ghosts in the mysterious ghost ship stole many small boats and headed towards the surrounding islands. They are robbers, bandits, and even murderous villains. Respected island owners, if you live, you must live. Be careful of ghosts, be careful of ghosts. ... Ghost. Looking at the announcement of the system, Chen Yang complained directly, why is it always such a thing from the underworld? Either ghost assassin, or misty ghost. Now, here comes a ghost pirate ship. Big brother, the meal is ready. A simple authentic stone pot seafood, delicious. Chen Yang looked at Jian-Ru, and suddenly asked with a smile, Ghost, aren't you afraid? Jian-Ru's big eyes blinked, and she said very naturally. Anyway, there is Big Brother, and Big Brother is the number one brother on the list, but everyone's father. Hey, girl, you're laughing really badly. Besides, I'm actually very powerful. When those ghosts come, I'll let them float into the sky right away. Chen Yang found that this cute girl's nerves are still very big. But this kind of personality is very good and has super adaptability. If it's the kind of hypocritical girl who doesn't know who she is, Chen Yang won't bother to take her in. Oh, that's wrong, this kind of girl can't survive the first day. Just now the system announcement said that this ghost ship appears randomly. So, there may not be any on our island. However, we can't take chances and have to be fully prepared. Jian-Ru nodded while eating the meat. Don't worry, everything is arranged by Big Brother. This is not playing tricks, but listening carefully. Since it's a ghost, there's basically no need to think about physical attacks unless you have special powers. For example, the armed color domineering in the world of sailing. However, Lao Su has Xiao Xiao fruit plus magma fruit, which is complete. Have you noticed that the level of monsters is getting higher and higher, so the ghosts this time may be higher than previous monsters? Even, a level 10 ghost may appear. The cute girl nodded seriously. She suddenly realized something, and shouted in surprise, level 10. Yeah, Big Brother, have you met level 10 monsters? The little girl's brain is still very bright. Why can Big Brother reach level 10 so easily? He must have encountered it himself. God, when I saw a level 4 monster, I had to hide away. Unless you directly fly a kite, then while they are not paying attention, otherwise, you are not an opponent at all. However, Big Brother has already met a level 10 monster. It is indeed the current number 1 on the ranking list. Chen Yang already trusted this girl very much, not to mention that there were no friends to hide the strange things at level 10. Well, I killed one. Jian-Ru did kill one. Big Brother, you are too good. Big Brother, I will definitely work hard, and I want to become stronger. The little girl swore that she would never admit defeat. I'll talk about becoming stronger later, and wait until tonight. Had dinner for two. Jian-Ru suddenly said, Big Brother, some people in the group are calling their father, please help. Public channel. Fat Dad, Fa Dad, 7th brother and 7th brother, are the two big brothers there. Grandpa Fa, please guide. Big Brother 410, do you have a strategy? The public channel is indeed very lively. The misty ghost is actually very scary. But this is bug. The island owner number 7 is very righteous, and he quickly told everyone how to exploit the loopholes and points to pay attention to. Therefore, the death toll last night was actually not high. There was a person who specifically counted, and more than 30 people died last night. However, today's ghost ship looks even weirder. Fat, have we traveled to the world of ghost movies? Why are they all ghosts and dead souls? Oh, definitely not. However, your father doesn't want to reply to you. Just at that moment, another island owner who usually doesn't talk much suddenly. Island owner no. 155. Have you ever thought about the possibility that the reason why you are meeting this type of characters now is because they are the weakest? Seeing number 155, Chen Yang suddenly felt familiar. He was about to recall it, but Jian-Ru immediately answered. Big Brother, I remember this guy. He said on the first day that he got a serum. It's an A-level item. After using it, it directly becomes a Superman-like existence. Chen Yang nodded. Well, I remembered that too. At that time, everyone didn't understand, and this person spoke directly. According to what he said, Chen Yang suspected that it was the captain's serum in a certain manga. Chen Yang is not interested in whether the original role is good or bad. However, the setting of this serum is very interesting. Obviously it looks very ordinary, but it just makes people stronger. However, in the later stage, that one can still be active. At least from the setting point of view, it can be regarded as a bug. Jian-Ru thought about it seriously, and then said, "Big brother, I think what he said makes sense." Chen Yang also agreed that this person is still a little calm. It should be like this, but these are things for later. The current situation is that it is a day to live a day. ... After a flash of golden light, the boss number 0007 went online directly. Originally, the channel was still chaotic, as if it was directly banned. When the boss arrives, everyone pays attention. No, 0007. Everyone, I saw a ghost ship. ... Island number 0007. Qin Qingqing returned to the ground. Now she has been able to use the wind feather to fly at a constant distance. After hearing the prompt from the system, she flew into the air. As the saying goes, if you stand tall, you can see far. She soon discovers the mysterious ghost ship. No, 0007. Everyone, the ghost ship is very huge. According to my estimation, its volume is completely comparable to that of an aircraft carrier. ... What? Comparable to an aircraft carrier? This drive over, my island is gone. Here, how do you play this? Nima, let's not let people live, don't let people live, just let everyone die together, is this torture? If I don't commit suicide. ... A lot of people in the group are complaining. Chen Yang was analyzing calmly at this time, he said to Jian-Ru. Since 0007 has seen this ghost ship, it means that the hull itself is closer to her island. If it is really the ghost ship that hits the island directly, 007 should be the most worried. Jian-Ru also said, "Well, that's right, big brother, look, Sister 007 has spoken again." Chen Yang was taken aback. Sister? How do you know that the island owner of number 0007 belongs to a sister? Jian-Ru said naturally. From her habit of speaking, she will never be wrong. Don't worry, my language is really good, I can tell. Chen Yang. This, even a mother can do it. Don't lie to me, I used to be a top student, why can't I see it? I thought the number 0007 was a muscular guy. However, Chen Yang decided to believe in Jian-Ru. After all, Wu Huang is more reliable than himself in guessing. Wait a minute for the message under number 0007. ... After a while, number 0007 continued to speak. No, 0007. Everyone, there are many small boats coming out of this aircraft carrier. Then, I watched them disappear strangely. I speculate that they were sent randomly. Chen Yang. What she said was random teleportation, not diving or being invisible. Tone, very sure. Send. Now I can't even fly, but I still have the ability to teleport. So, even if your island is very far away from me, you have to be careful. Finally, I found out that a phantom boat had been following me. ... Hopefully I'm alive. The last speech of number 0007 made most people feel suffocated for a while. Number 0007, that is the boss who ranked second on the ranking list last time. Is the pressure really that big? ... No, 0007 did not speak. However, other people spoke one after another. No, 1314. I just received a notification from the system that there are ghosts going ashore. The system's prompt is that you can't escape, you can only kill. No, 9527. I received it too. However, I have another reminder, that is, killing the ghost can explode the equipment. Really. Announcement. Ghost ships of death, they are coming. They will look for the breath of the living, and then land on the island. Island owners, if you are chosen by the ghost, don't run away, face it bravely. Hint. Equipment can be dropped after killing ghosts, the highest equipment level, S. Hint. Don't try to attack the ghost ship, it's dangerous. From the beginning to the present, the monsters killed can extract materials, but there has never been one that can explode equipment. This is a very important matter. But it can also be seen that these ghosts are equipped. Chen Yang took another bite of a piece of barbecue, and then said slowly, the level of danger has been greatly increased. At this time, the little girl's terrifying face suddenly trembled. Ah, big brother, I've received a notification from the ghost squad. Chapter 31. Biting her index finger on Jane Rue's lips, she frowned and said. It sounds scary. Just now, that voice appeared in Jian Rue's mind. Poor and fresh human beings, we have taken a fancy to you. Come on, join us, join our immortal fleet. 0889 Island, here we come. ... Jian Rue imitated the words. It was even accompanied by body movements that she understood. That's what the voice said, and it was terribly terrific. It's just that her voice is nice, and she is also pretty. The imitation came out with a bit of playfulness, not scary at all. Jian Rue complained directly. Ah, why am I so unlucky? Chen Yang tilted his neck and said, unlucky? Are you on your own island now? Ah, it seems not. Chen Yang said. According to the news you said, then these ghosts should choose to log in according to the island number. Follow the island, not the people. That being said, our girl is still Ohuang. Miraculously, she avoided danger in an emergency and was blown to my number 0888 island by the wind. ... The time is day 5, 2301, 22 hours 44 minutes and 55 seconds. Public chat channel. No, 0155, I didn't receive a notification. It seems that I am safe and sound. No, 0027, everyone, I have received a reminder, but I found that although they landed on my island, they did not come to me immediately. Suddenly, a chat silver halo appeared. No, 4444. Ha ha ha, my uncle likes to kill such ghosts the most, it's really great. I'm very good at dealing with this kind of thing. It seems that my strength can be improved rapidly. Everyone, I hope you are all alive. ... At a critical moment, this piece of shit went online again. This is not for disgusting people. Especially the last sentence, it's almost like mocking everyone naked. No, 9527. Shut up, idiot, you can do it. ... Jian Rue also closed the chat channel, saying, this number 4444 is crazy, probably has antisocial personality. But big brother, there are no ghosts on our island, so let's not do anything today, shall we? Big brother, you want to sleep, I'll warm your bed. Chen Yang, this girl's nerves are amazing. Sometimes he is very smart, able to analyze men and women from the perspective of speaking habits, and can also analyze true and false antisocial personality. But sometimes it's thick and scary. For example, being hung on a tree, for example, it is said to warm the bed at this time. Hey, didn't you just say that a ghost ship appeared on your island? Chen Yang thought for a while and said, go to sleep by yourself, I've decided to go to your number 0889. Although the ghost ship did not appear this time, as number 0007 said, the ghost ship may be a long-term copy. Sooner or later it will be my own. In this world, there is no such thing as lying flat. Therefore, it is a good choice to take the initiative in your own hands. Jian Rue had already thrown herself on Chen Yang's bed, raised her head and asked. What, everyone else is avoiding it, big brother, are you crazy? But, in the next second, her little brain is working again. She jumped up suddenly and shouted, big brother, are you going to brush the level? Whoa whoa whoa, Whoa also wants to go. Ah, girl, you need to move more slowly when you wake up. Chen Yang's eyes were clear and impartial, and he said directly, are you sure you want to go together? It should be safe to stay here. I'll let Moden stay with you. Before setting off by yourself, clean up all the wild monsters on the island. And since tonight is the night when the ghost ship lands, no one will wander around. Coupled with her European emperor physique, the safety rate is not 100%, but it is almost the same. But the little girl said, I want to go and see. It's not that I'm unreasonable, I have very good reasons. Chen Yang became interested, and said with a smile, okay, tell me. First, the ghost ship landed on my island. As the owner of the island, if I go there, it will allow you, Big Brother, to collect relevant information better. Because I think that this ghost ship matter is probably different from the fog and ice and snow ahead, and it may be a long-term event. Second, I have the ability to flutter the fruit, and I can be a good support. As long as I float high enough, I should be safe. Third, if I can miss a few, then I can also increase the experience level. We are Big Brother teammates, and we can't always be a burden. Of course, there is the most important point. The nautical chart, only I, the island owner, know it. Chen Yang. The reasons are legitimate and sufficient. Especially the last point. The reason why he was able to set foot on the islands 0886 and 0887 was because he obtained the island token, and only then did he know the sea chart. Otherwise, it is simply impossible to find. This is also one of the reasons why the island owner of number 0410 was shocked after being broken into by a stranger. Chen Yang said, "Okay, I'm going to get the raft now. If it's you, just swim over there." But although the girl has AB level C to keep, she is AB level after all. Purifying the negative effects of devil fruit requires a process. As for directly strengthening the devil fruit for Jian-Ru, Chen Yang has not considered this yet. He always remembered one thing: this is a world of killing and death. Keeping secrets is very important. Of course, in the future, you can also think of a legitimate reason to help the girl strengthen. However, now is obviously not the time. Chen Yang was about to go out, but the girl said, "Ah, Big Brother, have you forgotten? I don't need it at all. Just get me a rope and pull me over like a kite." After the girl finished speaking, "Give yourself a little light." Immediately, she floated up gently. Now she is still unable to display the skills in the world of great navigation. On the one hand, she doesn't know the world of great navigation, so she doesn't have this concept. On the other hand, performing a big move requires a lot of physical and mental energy, and she hasn't reached that point yet. However, she is so good at flying a kite by herself. Chen Yang was in a good mood immediately, and said with a smile, "Haha, you are flying too high, be careful not to hit the top of the cave." Just as she was speaking, she bumped into her. Fortunately, in this state, she is very light, so the hit was not heavy. "Ah, Big Brother, I found a spiritual herb, take a look." Good guy. After Chen Yang identified it, he found that it was actually a C-grade withering vine, which is used to detoxify and strengthen the body. "I stayed here for so long and didn't find it." As expected of a girl from the European emperor. Chen Yang was still surprised. The girl said again, "Big Brother, don't look up and peek." Chen Yang. This woman can always use the most casual tone to remind me to do things I can't do. Time is running out. Chen Yang threw a very thick vine to Jian-Ru. "Catch it." Jian-Ru wrapped her wrist twice, and said, "Don't worry, my strength has already broken through 30, I can definitely catch it." Set off. Plop. Chen Yang went straight into the sea and immediately started exerting strength. Wow. Jian-Ru, I feel a little regretful. Big Brother, your speed is too fast, right? She has also been on a speedboat before, but that speed is far from comparable to the speed of Big Brother's swimming. As expected, it is indeed the number 1 monster on the ranking list. However, although Jian-Ru is usually smiling, she is very reliable at critical times. You can't be a burden to yourself. So, she gritted her teeth and persisted. But she didn't know, it was because Chen Yang had already taken care of her, so the speed was greatly slowed down. About 2 hours later. According to my speed, I have been swimming for nearly 2 hours. So, how long will this silly girl be blown by the wind? Chen Yang sighed once again. Oh, Huang is possessed. Arrived. Chen Yang tightened the rope and pulled the girl down from the air. At this time, the girl was already staring at her eyes and almost passed out. However, she still clung to the rope tightly, without the slightest intention of letting go. One thing to say, she is really tenacious. Chen Yang hugged her with one hand, and then directly cast the Sky Dragon's magic. Treat. Soon, Jian-Ru recovered. Wow, Big Brother, you actually know how to heal. You are too powerful. During the first treatment, she happened to be in a coma, so she didn't know. Jian-Ru's big eyes were suddenly filled with admiration. Really, Almighty King. Chen Yang ignored her gaze and said, "Float me up too." He deliberately stayed a certain distance from the island. Observe the enemy clearly before doing it. Only by knowing yourself and the enemy can you be invincible in 100 battles. If there is no Jain-Ryu, he can only dive there. However, it is obviously more convenient and safer to float in the air. After all, it is nothing new for ghosts to dive, otherwise why would there be water ghosts? Gently touched Chen Yang's palm. Chen Yang suddenly felt that he began to lose weight, and then he floated up. Chen Yang had to sigh with emotion. It's really the ability to cheat. If you strengthen yourself with this fruit, not to mention invincible, but it is also very, very scary. Big brother, I can only let myself float, but I can't fly. Otherwise, she wouldn't be blown away by the wind. Chen Yang chuckled and said, it doesn't matter, I have a solution. The dragon elephant Prajna Kung Fu was running, and suddenly there was a wave of air under his feet. If you are not afraid of too much movement, you can directly use the burning fruit to spray fire, the effect will be better. Jian-Ru unconsciously hugged Chen Yang's arm, extremely surprised. Well, the two of us are combined together, then we can form a hot air balloon and travel around the world. The little girl's thoughts are sometimes so innocent and romantic. But now, Chen Yang's spirit is completely focused on the ghost ship. This ship is about the size of an ordinary passenger speedboat. This is a very cracked vessel with a wooden structure as the main body. On the surface of the ship, circles of black disgust exude, as if the ship is on fire. Enough is enough. Identification technique. The scope of the identification technique is not linked to the scope of sight, but to the mental power. Now Chen Yang's mental strength has almost reached 600. Therefore, the scope of identification technique is naturally very far. Appraisal completed. Ghost boat handed down from ancient times, B-grade item, capable of sailing, transporting, and fighting. Remarks. Except for being ugly and smelly, there is nothing wrong with it. Chen Yang. This ship is actually a B-grade item, which integrates various capabilities such as combat transportation. If it can be captured, it will be very useful in the future. He had also thought of making a raft himself. However, ordinary rafts simply cannot withstand the impact of waves. In those TV or anime, just tying a raft and going out to sea is definitely a joke. A slightly stronger wave will directly break it up for you. What's more, there are waves in this world of killing, and there are all kinds of powerful creatures in the sea. And with this ghost ship, does it mean the era of communication between island owners has begun? Send big brother, do you want to take this ship? Chen Yang nodded and said, well, smart. However, let's go to your treasure house first. In what direction? At the critical moment, Jian-Ru's wisdom did not go offline. She commanded Chen Yang to cooperate together and head towards the hiding place she had found for herself. The hiding place she chose was not a cave, but a tree hole in a big tree. Anyway, she can float, which is very convenient. This is also good, you can directly avoid the ghosts on the ground. Chen Yang calmly analyzed. These ghosts can't fly, at least the current batch doesn't have the ability to fly. If everyone encounters ghosts of similar levels, at least number 0007, there is absolutely no problem in dealing with them. Chen Yang was taken aback. He looked at Jian-Ru's treasure house base, and couldn't help but ask. How did you put your hometown in the bird's nest? This is a huge bird's nest with a radius of at least 3 meters, and the arrangement of the bird's nest is very fine. Moreover, the location is also very well chosen, sheltered from wind and rain. If you put animal skins on this pad, it will be a very comfortable nest. And, because of its height, safety is guaranteed, unless it is the return of nesting birds. However, it seems that this bird's nest has been abandoned for a long time. Once again, I feel this girl's European luck, even the nest is ready-made. Look, big brother, this is the sword I was talking about. She took the sword from behind a branch on one side of the bird's nest. Good sword. Although, Chen Yang is not a master of swordsmanship, and he has never even touched a sword. However, the hand is slightly cold, and there is still a breath flowing. Everyone can see that this sword is not simple. Identification technique. Identification complete. Cold Moon Sword, rank A+, formerly S rank. Characteristics. Super sharp slash, serious injury, freezing. Auxiliary. Wearing this sword can absorb moonlight, transform your body, and improve your physique. Remarks. This is a sword specially made for women. Men can also wear it if they are not afraid of yin and yang imbalance. Chen Yang. Okay, Uhuang physique, stone hammer again. Too much. Even the weapons are custom made. Look, big brother, there are still a lot of herbs here, let's move them back. At this time, Chen Yang asked, don't you know how to put these in your portable space? Only then did Jianru remember, patted her head, and said, ah, if you don't tell me, I'd have forgotten, it's already full. Chen Yang. Full. I am also open and hanging, so hard work in exchange for the results. Compared with this woman, I always feel worthless. Really, it's too shocking. Chen Yang quickly regained his composure, then pressed her head and said, forget it, let's look at this later. Well, the big battle is coming, watching too much will hurt your body and distract you. I'm going down below. If a ghost comes up, you will float up. Of course, if you have a chance, you will make up the knife. I'm warning you again, this is a ghost, you can't be merciful, understand? Jianru was very solemn, nodded and said, yeah, don't worry, I will never show mercy. Seeing the girl's solemn and cute appearance, Chen Yang pinched her face. Then took out a piece of equipment. By the way, you put on this thing. This is the equipment he got when he killed the ghost assassin, ghost cloak. This ghost cloak is of average grade, but very practical. It just happened to let this little rookie girl wear it, and fish in troubled waters under such circumstances. This cloak matches her piao piao fruit, it is a perfect match. The little girl took the cloak, both surprised and anxious. Big brother, this equipment was given to me, so what should you do? It's more practical for you to hold it. Chen Yang shook his head and said, I don't need it, and I don't need it. ... These ghosts are completely different from the misty ghosts last time. Misty ghosts are actually special creatures composed of fog particles, and their appearance is a bit like super white. However, at least from the appearance of these ghosts, they are human beings. However, their clothes are not in the Oriental style, but in the Western style of pirates. Some of these ghosts are equipped with swords, some with a hook in one hand, and some with very old pistols. At this moment, they are starting to advance around the pirates. Chen Yang looked at the time. Day 601. 15 hours 24 minutes and 44 seconds, 45. Ghosts are now patrolling the island. They, too, will kill wild monsters that approach. But it can be seen that their goal should be the island owner. It's just that Jianru Uhuang was blown away by the strong wind ahead of time. Based on the information in the chat channel just now, these ghosts should all be commanded. In the beginning, they all landed on the island and stood still. Then after 0 o'clock, unity began to act. Sure enough, with the passage of time, the things that appear in this world are becoming more and more dangerous. I just scanned it with mental power. There are currently about 36 ghosts on this island. Even if there are still left behind in the boat, there are not too many. However, the lowest level of these ghosts is actually level 2. And the highest level has reached level 6. Level 2 ghosts and level 2 wild monsters are not at the same level at all. Level 2 wild monsters may already have a certain amount of wisdom, but after all, most of them are beast instincts. However, a level 2 ghost may be very intelligent. And they still have a unified command and equipment. This degree of danger is definitely not at the same level. Of course, for me now, it's all food and experience. However, what about the island owners of other islands? Not every island owner is in the top 10. Think about it, even number 0007 has a kind of death awareness, one can imagine how dangerous this is. ... Chen Yang directly exposed his aura. Sure enough, in just an instant, all the ghosts turned their heads together. Then, they all moved closer to him neatly. Some ghosts drew their swords. Some ghosts raised their old muskets. Apparently, they were waiting for an order and then went straight to the attack. Chen Yang raised his head and smiled. HMPH, although the number is a bit small, it's all experience anyway. Burn fruit ability. Firefly, Fire Dharma. Immediately, small fireflies appeared around Chen Yang. This is the move of burning fruit, one of the group damage skills. However, now in the hands of Chen Yang, things have changed. The burning fruit has been strengthened, and the power itself is even stronger. What's more, there is also the energy of the dragon elephant Prajna Kung Fu fused into it. The firefly turned into a little flying dragon and headed directly towards the ghosts. There was no violent movement, nor frenzied fighting, but in an instant, these ghosts stopped still. The next moment, all the ghosts, including those of the 6th level, began to burn. However, most ghosts did not die. Chen Yang yelled, "Roro, come down and make up for the knife." Jane Ru came down from the nest in the tree. She naturally accepted this affectionate nickname. "Well, fleshy meat seems to be very nice. Thank you, Big Brother." Just now, she saw this scene in her eyes. Big Brother's battle is really beautiful, cool, and powerful. She was shocked by Chen Yang's strength. Strong, really too strong. Therefore, there is no need for an invisibility cloak or something. I always feel that Big Brother is a cannon, but it's used to beat small mosquitoes. The girl is obviously not good at fighting, but she still pulled out the cold moon sword, and then threw it directly at the ghosts. The Hanyu sword became lighter first, so its speed was very fast. Then when approaching, it became very heavy again, directly cutting through the ghosts one by one. As long as it was within her reach, she would kill it all. Carrying out Chen Yang's mission, it was a meticulous one. Chen Yang was surprised to see her operate. "Good guy, Piao Piao fruit plus an A-level sword, it's just for you to play with the demeanor of the flying sword, it's amazing." Sure enough, the strength of the devil fruit depends largely on the use. In the future, I will also tell her how to use Piao Piao fruit that I know. This girl, she is definitely going to take off. She will be an invincible support. Chen Yang suddenly frowned, and then ordered solemnly. "Fatty, hide and fly up. Don't come down until I call you." Although Jian Ru doesn't know what to do, she is still obedient and has a very strong execution ability. At this time, Chen Yang didn't pay attention to the equipment scattered on the ground, and the continuous beeping sound. His gaze was on that ghost ship. On the ghost ship, a cannon has locked itself. Humph, he snorted coldly, and ran directly towards the ghost ship. This ship, Chen Yang, is going to be ordered. While Chen Yang was running at a high speed, the ghost ship also made movement. Whoa. Chen Yang could hear the sound of the cannon barrel being transferred from far away. In sight, the very heavy earth cannon has been adjusted in direction. Old era artillery. This kind of earth cannon was once a weapon of war. Of course, before he was selected into the killing world, this kind of earthen gun had already been eliminated. But this is not an ordinary earth cannon, but a prop that moves the world. Identification technique. Identification complete. Ghost artillery, sea-level equipment, filled with special shells, bursting out powerful large-scale destructive power. Remarks. Be careful, the power of shells is much higher than the equipment level. Continue to bear shells, the whole island will be flattened. Chen Yang bombarded the island. Boom, a thunderous sound exploded directly. As a burst of white smoke filled the air, a cannonball about the size of a basketball bombarded Chen Yang at an extremely fast speed. Chen Yang took a deep breath. He felt the danger. Obviously, it's just a B-level ghost ship, and it's obviously only a C-level ghost cannon, but the burst of power from this blow almost gave me a sense of threat from a level 10 dragon blood black shark. No wonder, it will prompt that the power is much higher than the level. It's even more surprising that the system will directly tell everyone not to attack the ghost ship. It turns out that this pit is actually here. If I choose to avoid it, it's very easy. The power of this ghost shell is very powerful, but its speed is very slow. However, if I avoid it, the shells will fall on the island. It is impossible to directly blow up the entire island with one shot. But it can definitely cause huge trauma to this number 0889 island. This is not what Chen Yang wants. It is now the 6th day, and Chen Yang has already concluded that the island must be very important to the island owner. Perhaps, nothing can be seen in front of the eyes, but there are already signs. This shell is within the range I can bear. That's why we can't let the fleshy island suffer from this unreasonable disaster. The power of armor. Dragon Elephant Wisdom Skill, Fire Dragon True Chi. Ghost Dog. After a blessing, Chen Yang rushed towards the shell without dodging or evading. The fist of lava transformed by the dog directly bombarded the cannonball. Boom! This burst of loud noise spread. That is the real horror thunder. The incomparable destructive power directly turned into a shock wave, and then turned into a strong wind, causing a reverse wave to appear on the sea surface. Splashes are all over the sky. If other people see this scene, they will definitely be shocked. Is that human being? Even the island owner of number 410, who practiced the S-class super powerful indestructible magic skill, would definitely not be able to withstand this gun. However, Chen Yang resisted. And, safe and sound. In the tide, the figure of Chen Yang appeared. Get on board. Now he is a man of high art and boldness, stepping directly into the ghost ship. Just when he stood on the deck, he saw a man with a skeleton face and only 1 foot. His right hand is a sharp and pitch-black hook. He also has a musket at his waist. Chen Yang swept it away, very calmly, level 8. The ghost captain was obviously very surprised when he saw that Chen Yang resisted the artillery. The eyes under the skull's face were all burning with pale flames. He directly pulled out his musket and looked at Chen Yang with hatred. Chen Yang doesn't care about his trash. Against the gun. I like. The Eagle of Death took it out directly. Captain Skeleton was the first to pull the trigger. Boom, the sound vibrates, and white smoke bursts. The bullet flew out. Chen Yang also pulled the trigger. Boom, Death Eagle, A-level weapon. With the blessing of Chen Yang's level 9 powerful strength, the power of the bullet far exceeds that of the opponent. Congratulations Chen Yang, you successfully killed the level 8 Captain Jack 1 of the ghost ship, your experience value has increased, plus 1001. Level 8 experience is cool. Dear Chen Yang, you have harvested the pirate captain's musket, a Class B firearm. Dear Chen Yang, you captured a ghost pirate ship, Class B. Chen Yang was very happy to hear the hint from his ear. Haha, this boat is mine now. As for the B-level firearms, Chen Yang is of course happy to pick them up. I can't use it myself, but I can save it for the self-defense of fleshy girls. Just seeing the little girl's clumsy appearance of picking up human heads with the Hanyu sword, I knew that she was not suitable for approaching the route of close combat. Before she had skills such as magic or immortality, the technological route was obviously suitable for her. The crisis on island number 0889 is resolved. Dear Chen Yang, you have successfully captured the first ghost ship, your reputation has increased, plus 10. Oh, I even got 10 reputation points. Not only got the ship, but also got the prestige point. Then this vote can be regarded as a big profit. Of course, this is not counting the large wave of experience points just obtained, there are still a lot of equipment, this is a bumper harvest. Island owner, Chen Yang. Number, Area A 1,886,887,888. Talent Unique Hidden, SSS Level, Infinite Enhancement 3. Level 9, 7,576 4,500. Power, 499. Physique, 500. Agility, 511. Spirit, 595. Energy Durability, 622. Reputation, 23. Survival Coin, 10. Bloodline, Thin Dragon Blood. Exclusive items Magma Fruit S, Dragon Ball S, Killing Scythe, Eagle of Death A, Sky Dragon Magic, Healing, Ghost Ship. The experience value has exceeded 7,000. Now I can directly achieve level 10. We should be the first to break through level 10, right? Of course, this also means that I already have 70 reinforcement points. The strengthening of dragon blood may no longer be a dream. It is also possible to strengthen the Dragon Elephant Wisdom skill to S level. By the way, there is still a drop of low-level dragon blood. In this way, I have a lot of choices. Oh, the ghost ship has become an exclusive item. In other words, I can still put this ship away directly. Exclusive items are placed in exclusive spaces. Does not take up storage space. This is amazing. Wait, maybe, I can directly strengthen a ghost ship. Here, after all, is the ocean-themed world. Although from now on, the scope of activities revolves around his own island. However, owning a boat is still very important. Let's go round with the meaty girl first. The fleshy girl is picking up equipment very seriously. Of course, the equipment that these little ghost crews exploded will not be very good. Swords and the like are nothing more than E rank. But at this moment, the little girl didn't know where to pick it up, and directly handed a dagger to Chen Yang. Ah, big brother, look, this dagger is so beautiful. Chen Yang chuckled, and said, you can't judge things by their appearance. Practicality is the most important thing. For example, this gun I gave you. He threw the pistol to Jian-ru. No, grade A. The pistol of the pirate captain, Chen Yang has just strengthened it. From B level to A level, there are only 10 strengthening points. After strengthening, it is light and beautiful. Now he is an absolute rich man. A mere 1000 experience points, sprinkle water on it. Seeing that Chen Yang actually gave her a gift, Jian-ru was very pleasantly surprised. Thank you, big brother. Looking at her now, she doesn't care about the A-level weapon itself, but cares more about the gift she got. She casually threw the dagger to Chen Yang, and then put it away to study her musket. Chen Yang did not forget to tell. Your mental power can be turned into bullets, and has very good lethality. But be careful, don't go off fire. He waved the dagger casually, but his expression suddenly changed. What happened? So cold, so painful. Chen Yang looked down and was taken aback. Unknowingly, a thick layer of solid ice had formed on the palm of my hand. And a layer of dark brown appeared on the surface of the skin. This means poisonous. Just holding this dagger, unexpectedly, can cause harm to me. Real or fake, my current defense, unexpectedly, still can't handle it. So, could this be an S-rank item? Hey. Can anyone tell me why the S-class props are not found on the captain? Instead, it was on the body of a soldier who was directly killed by me with AoE. Lao Su, I really want to laugh. Isn't this Nima kidding me? He looked at Uhuang Roro who was playing with a musket, and he was convinced. Really, invincible. Quickly identify it. At this moment, Chen Yang's hands trembled in disappointment. Identification technique. Identification complete. Item Avenger's Whisper. Grade S. Status Hidden. Origin At the end of his life, a certain weapon forging master forged a masterpiece with endless hatred. Unfortunately, it was looted by pirates as soon as it was completed. Features break defense, freezing, poisonous, serious injury, continuous damage. Remarks Only those who are recognized can hold it unscathed, otherwise, surrender it. Looking at the results of the identification technique, Chen Yang was in a mess again. It really is an S-rank weapon. S level, was taken away in a package. And now, it has fallen into Jian-ru's hands. Well, Jian-ru casually threw it to herself. Oh my god, hasn't this Uhuang girl already stacked up her lucky points? This is too incredible. Chen Yang was really shocked beyond measure. He lowered his head slightly, looked at Jian-ru who was playing with the gun, and was about to tell her the true nature of the dagger. Jian-ru suddenly said, "Ah, big brother, look, the system has issued an announcement, you seem to be famous again." Chen Yang wondered why. It turned out that the system issued an announcement. Announcement. Island owner number 0889 has successfully defeated the Ghost Pirate team, reward reputation, +10. Seeing this announcement, Jian-ru blinked her eyes. She was a little confused. Ah, why did you announce me? I obviously didn't do anything, not even making soy sauce. She thought that this time the announcement was another news about Chen Yang. Then everyone saw that Chen Yang, the leader of the list, swept the ghost ship and became invincible. But I didn't expect that this announcement was actually about me. No, 9527. Meow, number 0889. I'll go. I thought it was our father who swept the ghost boat. No, 1234. Yeah, I subconsciously decided that too. However, boss 0889, did you just rise up? He's too invincible. I can only dig a hole and bury myself. Haha, the boss is awesome, 7 sauce boss, I haven't sent a message until now, and I don't know what's going on. Sure enough, the public channel exploded instantly. There was a lot of discussion. After all, the number 0889 was unknown before today. Among the top 10 rankings, there is no shadow of him. But now, he suddenly jumped out and overturned the ghost ship directly. You know, even the boss number 0007 said that it is best to hide. So fierce. Jian-Ru said. Big brother, it's all thanks to you, I didn't do anything. It's so annoying. Do you want to tell them the strategy of overturning the ghost ship? Q. How can I overturn the ghost ship? Answer. Hug my big brother's big thick legs. Chen Yang was amused, he laughed and said. Because, this ghost pirate ship team is coming for you. They were wiped out on your island, and it's your credit. It's okay, just ignore them. In addition, having a reputation is a good thing. Jian-Ru. Oh, then I believe in Big Brother. Looking at Jian-Ru's appearance, Chen Yang felt happy for no reason. He handed the Avenger to Jian-Ru. By the way, your dagger is S rank, so keep it for yourself. Holding the dagger by himself, he was directly frostbitten and poisoned. If the physique is not high enough, he will die. But this girl takes it, it's completely fine. Dagger. I checked the eyes, it's the one I chose. Hey, Wu Huang is lucky, you can't accept it. Jian-Ru didn't take the dagger, and said directly. No, I don't like this kind of thing, I'd better give it to Big Brother. I don't like it anyway. Dagger. Please, love me again. Take it as food expenses and protection expenses. Chen Yang. S-level weapons, used as food and protection fees. Well, Wu Huang is indeed very generous. Chen Yang is not polite either. Okay, I'll accept your protection fee. Jian-Ru looked curiously and asked. Big brother, what about the big ship? Chen Yang said. I gave it to the exclusive item column. This ship is too stinky right now, so I'll take care of it some other day. Jian-Ru was very happy, and said, from now on, I don't have to fly a kite in the sky, I can just take a boat. Chen Yang laughed and said, not only that, when your level is higher, you can directly float this boat. Really, spaceship. When Jian-Ru heard it, she was filled with longing. In that case, I will let our island fly in the future. Haha, it seems very interesting. Island flying. This is not right, Chen Yang said again. You are tired too, go and have a rest, I will walk around. It is good. Jian-Ru went back to her little bird's nest and went to sleep. She is not Chen Yang, with such a strong energy. Except for a little bit of luck, she is actually a rookie island owner. Chen Yang patrolled the coast, but didn't bother to deal with the low-level monsters. Leave these to Mao Dan. This little guy is as energetic as he is. Moreover, I am very motivated. If there is a monster, just brush it, and never let it go, it has almost become his motto. A head protruded from the big tree. Big brother, do you want to come and rest together, the bed is warmed up for you. Chen Yang, little girl, you have a strong sense of mission. No, you rest. Real men don't need a break. Little girl, don't you want to corrupt my soul? Brother wants to work hard and kill them. Chen Yang sat withered in the cold wind, and then began to think. The current cold is not a big problem for him. However, the cold wind can calm the mind a little. I still have more than 7,000 experience points. If you advance to level 10 first, you will only have about 3,500 experience points left, which is 35 enhancement points. You can first strengthen the dragon blood that killed the dragon blood black shark last time. The dragon blood I got last time was only E grade. Compared with Maodan's dragon's blood, it's far worse. However, the points needed to strengthen from E level to A level should be completely within the range of oneself. 4 times of strengthening, you can get A level slightly thinner dragon blood, consumption of strengthening points, 20 points. Hasty. I actually forgot that I was actually a poor ghost. Forget it, this dragon's blood, why don't you just feed it to Maodan? S-level dragon blood and S-level dragon blood may be improved, but the combination of S-level and A-level should not be of much use. It's better to give Mao Dan directly to strengthen the body. In the end, he called Maodan over, and fed Maodan the C-level dragon blood that had been strengthened twice. It has been strengthened twice to C-level, and 5 enhancement points have been used. It's a bargain. Today's Maodan has become bigger again, already as big as a small table. After eating the C-level dragon blood, his body improved again visible to the naked eye. The effect is obvious. Dragon blood can be nourished in Maodan's body. Maodan, although it is of the turtle attribute, has both dragon blood and basalt blood. Then, strengthen the ghost ship. Can be strengthened, need 10 strengthening points. From B level to A level, 10 enhancement points are needed directly. Chen Yang shook his head with a wry smile and said, I feel that my chest has been severely cut again. In this way, the remaining experience points are only enough to upgrade. Strengthen it. This ghost ship that was just captured is really ugly. Not to mention the potholes and tatters, there was also a smell of rotting corpses. This is not only bad smell, but also poisonous. In the exclusive item column, the originally very ugly ghost ship was directly surrounded by a golden light. Soon after, a brand new big ship appeared. The volume, it hasn't changed, but the patches of wear and tear have all gone, replaced by new splints and paint. The most important thing is that the smell of corpses has completely dissipated. Enhancement complete. Ship name, Wavebreaker. Comprehensive grade A. Material, special wooden boat. Equipment, artillery, 5 doors, sailing ship. Function, automatic driving, diving 2000 meters. Looking at the strengthened Wavebreaker, Chen Yang was a little confused. Dive? Are you serious? This ship doesn't look like a submarine at all. Unexpectedly, you can still dive to a depth of 2000 meters. It's amazing. You know, in his original world, the deepest depth of a submarine was only about 1250 meters. Wooden boat, diving, and so deep. Awesome. However, as long as the ship of the great sailing world is wrapped in air bubbles, it can be launched. Since this killing world can get the fruit of the great navigation world, it should be normal to have this level of ability, right? Well, let's try it later. Chen Yang can now move freely in the sea. However, so far, he has not done deep sea diving. Because there is no deep sea near the island. And if you go to the deep sea area, you will stay away from your own island. There are still too many variables now, and today I don't know what dangers will be tomorrow. So there is no need. However, with the number Pelong, it will be different. The Wavebreaker, as an A-class ship, has the ability to dive on the one hand, and has automatic navigation on the other. That is to say, if he enters the location of the island in the ship, he can go back and forth freely. As long as you don't encounter any other dangers, it is very convenient. Chen Yang now has 3 islands. Adding the islands of Girl Jianru, there are 4 islands. If you still rely on swimming to go back and forth, then, even if there are 40 islands, what's the point? The Wavebreaker has been upgraded, and now a total of 15 reinforcement points have been spent. Enhance Jianru's A-level musket with 10 enhancement points. Now there are 10 more in total. Then, the rest can be directly used to break through level 10. Perhaps being the first to break through level 10 will also have huge benefits. Chen Yang was about to break through, when another golden light came from the public chat channel. It is number 0410. No, 0410, finally, blow up these ghosts. Suddenly, there was a burst of cheers. 410 boss 666. Number 410 boss, invincible. No, 0410, what am I? Although I have blasted all the ghosts, I dare not get on the boat at all. The ghost ship has artillery, which can automatically aim and fire. Good guy, I'm almost gone. After hearing the speech of the island owner of number 410, those who survived all praised it. Ha ha ha, it's already very powerful. I don't dare to provoke this ghost at all. Boss, what happened next? 0410, then. The ghost captain ran away, and the ghost ship disappeared by itself. Speaking of it, it's the boss number 0888, who even destroyed the ghost ship. Hearing his words, someone exclaimed directly. What? Isn't that number 0889? No, 0410, don't you think that no 0888 and number 0889 are very close? Everyone, I'll go, it seems to be true. My dad is really, people don't talk harshly. Sudden, number 4444 made a speech and interrupted forcefully. Everyone, I am ready to board the ghost ship. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, this is the voice of number 4444. Island owner no, 9527. I'll go, this guy can always jump out at the right time and make me sick. Island owner no, 1314. I forgot to mention it last time. When I see him in the future, I will kill him too. Island owner no, 0410, get on board. This friend, what do you mean? Did you take refuge in a ghost? In fact, every island owner selected by the ghost ship will hear a voice saying, join us. However, almost no one would choose to join the ghost ship, right? Look at those faces with missing arms and legs, and riddled with holes, you will feel conflicted in your heart, right? Therefore, fight when you can, and hide when you can. However, they never expected that someone really joined the ghost. No, 4444. Probably, you are all numb, so ignore the death announcement. I can tell you that those who made the announcement tonight have actually joined them. This sentence means, ghosts have the ability to transform the dead into ghosts. Island owner no. 4444. Of course, these people are weak. It's not enough to be eliminated until today. This sentence is simply piercing everyone's heart. Traveling through time till now, I finally made it to the 6th day. But now, how many people have died? In their A1 area alone, nearly 8,000 people died directly. This is a very sad thing. But in this guy's mouth. Just cleaned up the week. Island owner no. 4444. But, my uncle is different. My uncle's strength is strong enough. And, defeated Captain Ghost. Hey, number 0410, what you can't do, I can do it. He ranked 5th last time. But now, what the third person didn't do, he did it. So now, I am their captain, ha ha ha. My lord, I'm about to set foot on this ghost ship and start a journey that really belongs to me. Island owner no. 0410. 4444. I thought you were an idiot, but now I think you are stupid, and bad. No, it should be said that you are a scum, and you are a scum that must be killed. Chen Yang. Brother 0410 is still a civilized person. After all, there are only these two harmless words. If it was me, Geneva, I'm giving your whole family the fragrance of your mouth. Forget it, in front of the cute fleshy girl, I still need to be elegant. Anyone can see that he is very angry now. Of course, it wasn't just the big guy 0410 who was angry. We all entered this world full of killing together. Although, they don't know each other, and they can't even meet each other, and they can only have conversations through public chat channels. However, the vast majority of people know, we are human beings. People instinctively hold together and hope that everyone can survive. This is also the original intention of number 0007, number 0410, Chen Yang, and many others who have contributed information and conjectures. But now, this guy actually joined the ghost, and directly announced it. This is provocation, provoking the bottom line of being a human being. Island owner number 0410 spoke again. Do you know what it means for you to do this? You stand with the ghost, then you are the enemy of all our island owners. Just as he finished speaking, another golden light shone through the chat channel. It's boss no. 0007. Island owner no. 0007. The island near me is occupied by ghost ships. I have observed that after occupying the island, the ghost ship did not leave, but stayed on the island. They will also hunt wild monsters, and even make various arrangements on the island. I made an inference that these ghosts can also use hunting to improve their own strength. And killing people may make them improve even more. Ghost pirates are the enemy of all of us. So, number 4444, are you really going to do this? Obviously, 0007 is still a little naive. It's already reached this point, what's the use of talking about it? Chen Yang himself was too lazy to talk. Reasoning can be useful, so why are there so many beatings and killings? What's more, this is a world of killing. Island owner 4444. Hey, you are indeed the island owner of number 0007, you are from the Dragon Kingdom, right? You Long Kingdom people have a personality that just likes to be so long-winded. However, your analysis is very good. Let me make an addition. These ghost soldiers can indeed hunt and kill living creatures to improve their strength. Moreover, they killed our island owner, so they can improve faster. Chen Yang, I'll just say it's stupid. His words contributed another slightly useful piece of information. Island owner number 4444 is really rampant now. He continued to brush his own sense of existence. Everyone, in fact, becoming a strong ghost is not a bad thing. We can have a longer life and a stronger physique. Raise your strength faster. This is the true meaning of this world. Work hard together and rely on each other. Idiot. This is what the weak will say. Following the strong is the right choice. I know that many of you can't accept it. It's all because of your stupidity. But it doesn't matter, I will come to help you, ha ha ha. After you become ghosts, you will come to thank me. On island 4444, the shirtless man holding the demon knife resolutely stepped on the splint of the ghost ship. Opposite him is the captain of this ghost ship. Lu Sheng smiled and said, "Let's start, to find other islands, to find the same kind I used to be. Then let them be us." That captain is also an 8th level existence. The pair of skull eyes under the pirate hat burned with bright flames. At this moment, everyone in the public channel started to curse. I've been annoyed with him from the very beginning. Number 4444 is a dog. That's right, what kind of dog is this, dare to be so arrogant? If he stands in front of Lousy, Lousy will kill him directly. I will make him regret coming to this world. No, 1110. That guy is from the Baga Kingdom. I want this dog to be burned to death directly. Chen Yang. Island owner no 1110, this is also a person with the ability to control flames, but I don't know what level it is. Write it down silently. When the crowd was excited, the island owner of number 0007 spoke again. Island owner 0007, 0888, are you watching? What do you think about this matter? Everyone stopped speaking on their own initiative again, waiting for no 888's answer. Chen Yang, sure enough, the big brother is not so easy to be. Island owner no. 0410, brother FA, you are watching. The ghost ship number 889 was destroyed by you, right? So, have you also mastered the method to go to other islands? At this time, Chen Yang felt that there was no need to hide. After all, if you deny it yourself, it is tantamount to bringing hatred to the fleshy girl. Island owner 0888. The ghost ship on Island 889 was indeed destroyed by me. There was a little abnormal situation here, and I arrived at Island 0889 for no reason, so it was solved smoothly. Island owner number 9527, you are indeed a boss, and you use these 2 words so well. Island owner no 1123, you are indeed a boss, and you use these 2 words so well. No, 0410, don't reread everyone. Listen to no 888's speech. No, 0888, I don't want to discuss too much about that idiot on island 4444. If you see it, just kill it. I also share a piece of information. As long as you can kill the ghost captain, you can capture the ghost ship. This is very useful news, I will tell you directly. Island owner number 0007 said, I tried to kill the captain, but failed. The island owner of number 0410 also spoke. Me too, I defeated him. However, this guy jumped into the sea. I was locked on by the artillery and couldn't pursue him. The dog just disappeared. In the end, even the ghost ship disappeared. Island owner no. 0888. These ghosts can dive in the sea, which is not surprising. After all, they are pirates. Perhaps they are water ghosts themselves. Half the killing of the captain is based on luck, and the rest is to make a quick decision. In the first moment of fighting, kill him directly. When Chen Yang killed the ghost captain, it was the power of the Death Eagle that directly crushed him, so he was able to directly kill him. If it wasn't for the fact that the Death Eagle was powerful enough, it might have dived directly into the water like no 0410 and no 0007. Of course, jumping into the sea in front of Chen Yang is useless. Because, he is the humanoid dragon king in the sea. So, half of what I said earlier depends on luck, and I'm just being humble. No, 0888. As for the disappearance of the ghost ship, it's actually very simple. Since these ghosts can hunt monsters to improve their strength, it's not surprising that they have items in the inventory just like us. My old lady, why do ghosts even have equipment slots? Oh my god, this still keeps people from living. Oh my god, what kind of world is this? No, 0331. Unfortunately, no ghost ship appeared on my island, otherwise I, an S-class, would definitely be able to kill him. No, 9527. You idiot upstairs, shut up, you're still pretending here. If you're S rank, I'll eat upside down. Chen Yang, my brother is irritable. But here I suggest that you calm down when you speak in the future, and don't plant flags for yourself. Because, he really might be the owner of an S rank item. I really can't bear to tell this grumpy old man the news. Sudden, emergency announcement, emergency announcement. Everyone is banned immediately. Seeing this, everyone's hearts tightened. Again, could it be that you are going to do something again? Every announcement is not a good thing. Originally, the actions of the island owner of number 4444 had made his heart heavy. Chen Yang is also waiting quietly. His thoughts gradually drifted away. However, he was not cursing or complaining, but summarizing. It's not surprising that the dog number 4444 made this choice. Even in normal times, there will always be a few antisocial personalities. There are some things that cannot be reasoned with. What can you do about a natural insanity? What's more, in this killing world, this number 4444 is just a dog that popped up, but who knows if there are any hidden ones. This situation is normal and there is no need to make a fuss, but it needs to be taken seriously. Number 4444 was the first to make a choice. But it definitely won't be the last. The point is, such a guy cannot be let off. In short, kill it. Speaking of which, since this guy chose to board the ghost ship, can he find other islands easily? Why for so many days, the island owners of the island have developed independently and lived and died independently. Whether you want to invade and seize other people's treasure chests, or want to seek cooperation and form a group. 1. Because in the early stage, there was no ability to go to sea at all. 2. Even if some people with water system abilities can leave the island, they don't know the direction at all. He himself has been to islands 0886, 0887, and 0889. This is all under the premise of guidance from the nautical chart. If not, even with his current conditions, he would be blinded directly. But, it's different now. Although according to the judgment of the island owner number 0007, the ghost ship appeared on various islands, and it may be sent randomly. However, there is one thing that can be definitely determined. The ghost ship can indeed reach various islands. Number 4444 chose to log on to the ghost ship. A large part of the reason should be here. Go to the island and snatch other people's treasure chests. It is true that a large part of the treasure chests are defective. Only F level, to C level, maybe it's all average. However, as long as he chooses the island owner who is still alive, he will be able to harvest a good treasure chest. After all, most of the island owners who don't have enough items in the treasure chest are eliminated, aren't they? Chen Yang nodded. If you analyze it so calmly, in fact, although number 4444 is very extreme, he is not stupid. There is really no one who can live until now. Unless, we have the super physique of our girl Jianru, the Yuhuang. However, Jianru is actually very smart. I bet, if number 4444 really becomes stronger, then, I'm afraid more people will make choices. I don't know if this guy will still be in the leaderboard when the leaderboard is on the 10th day. Speaking of which, what is the system's announcement this time? There shouldn't be any new wild monsters, ghosts, and elves. After all, from the current point of view, this ghost ship is a long-term event. If it is changed to an online game routine, this is a long-term copy. It is impossible for the ghost ship to land and attack the island in just one night. The only thing that is hard to say now is whether this ghost ship has any restrictions such as being afraid of the sun. It's hard to say. However, it should be known soon. After all, the sunrise of the 6th day is coming soon. In this world, no one can live in peace. Strength, you still have to improve your strength. Now it seems that the level should be raised to level 10 first. After winning the first level 10, there will probably be a prestige reward, and maybe other good things. As for experience points and strengthening points, now that I have an A-level wavebreaker, I can go to farther or deeper seas. By the way, besides that, do we have to set up some things outside the island? Behind, came a soft sound. It was Jianru who flew out of her bird's nest. Big brother, have you rested? Well, My energy value is very high now, and it's completely fine to rest for a while. Big brother, you are not very happy. Chen Yong looked at the sea and said lightly. I can't talk about how unhappy I am, anyway, I have already arrived in this killing world, that's it. Haven't said a word yet. Urgent announcement. Island number 4444 has chosen the Ghost Island Camp, the owner of island number 4444, Lu Sheng Yidao, and his island are officially listed as objects of removal. At this moment, the image of Lu Sheng's knife appeared in the minds of all the island owners who were still alive. And his island number also turned bright red. Chen Yong smiled. Lu Sheng cut a knife. That's the name of number 4444. Hey, the system doesn't talk about martial arts, not only the name is exposed, but also the appearance is directly exposed. It's just that there is no explanation for this guy's attributes and abilities. Could it be possible that the system doesn't know the specific attributes of each person? Or, it cannot be announced. Considering that I have a hidden talent, it is possible that the system cannot fully scan it. This announcement directly issued a killing order to No. 4444. However, it is also telling all the island owners, the current island owner number 4444 is a very dangerous person. In addition, this announcement also exposed a piece of information. Sister Jian Ru just took over the words. What I just said was about the Ghost Pirate Camp. Faction, these two words are very problematic. Jian Ru tilted her head, and began to analyze seriously. This guy is listed as a clearing object, so one thing can be verified. The system that brought us to this world is on the opposite side of the ghost ship. Although I think it's far from the original, people always feel that the system is actually on the side of us humans. The ghost pirate ship is a faction, and our island owner may also be a faction. Chen Yong was taken aback, and asked, is Li Liyuan on the score? It means it's off the charts. Chen Yong couldn't help laughing. Ah, now is the time to discuss serious matters, you can stop being so cute. Meow meow, the movement of the cute cat's paw. Once again, Chen Yong feels that it is not bad to have a partner. Female. Also, he is a very smart partner. You were right. Actually, I had a feeling very early on that the purpose of killing the island world was not to slaughter humans, but to train or even select humans. It can directly and silently place so many people on independent islands. This is not an exaggeration to describe it as a miracle. If you just want to erase and obliterate human beings, it doesn't need to be so complicated at all. A meteorite impact at the beginning is almost the same. Ah, it's so complicated, forget it, don't want to. Jian Ru smiled and said, Big brother, let me cook for you, but I need Big brother to clean it. Eating after waking up, this is very life. I have some ready-made here, just eat this is level 10 shark meat, eat it to grow your body. Jian Ru stretched her waist, showing that she had almost reached the thrilling level of figure. Then, will that family grow taller? To be honest, I used to want to be a model. Chen Yong, must not be a young model in the clubhouse. Ah, I'm sure I will. In this world, everything is possible. Don't talk about growing taller, even if it is. Chen Yong looked over her abdomen, and then quickly turned his gaze to other directions. I'm going to find more powerful monsters, so that I can quickly improve my strength. Jian Ru immediately shouted, I want to go too. Just then, announcement. All island owners will unlock their crime points. If their crime points exceed a certain range, they will be listed as red-named island owners. Announcement. Kill the famous island owner, you will get reputation rewards, as well as rich experience points and props. Note. The evil value attribute will only appear when you have evil. Sin value. Red name. Banned. Lifted. Island owner No. 0410. This guy number 4444 has become everyone's public enemy. Island owner No. 9527. Ha, you idiot, do you really think you can be invincible if you become a ghost? I will kill him. Island owner No. 0331. Hehe, what if he chooses to kill you first? Don't forget, he ranked 5th in the ranking last time. We have already exposed 3 S-level abilities, so what he possesses is definitely A-level abilities. Everyone who is still in the chat channel, how many of you have A-level items? Or, do you have the ability to fight against A-level items? When the island owner number 0331 said this, everyone felt the pressure. I don't know if this guy is still in the public channel, otherwise, I think he will be the first to go to the island owner of number 9527. No, 9527. Brother, don't scare me, I am not afraid of him. Brother, what if he comes to you? Island owner no. 0331. He, I'm not afraid, after all, I'm an S-class ability user. No, 9527. Hey, you're still bragging. You are S rank. Are the three big guys on our list bragging? No, 0331. Anyway, if I remember correctly, did you say that you want to stand upside down? Jian-Ru smiled softly. These two people are really interesting. If they meet, it will be very interesting. Chen Yang said. Don't worry about them first, Jian-Ru, I'm going to return to my island first, how about you? My family property is all there. And more familiar with the exploration of the surrounding sea area. Of course I'm with you, big brother. On that ghost ship, Lu Sheng was holding Muramasa with a knife, his eyes were full of contemptuous smiles. He, did you make me famous? Block my chatting poor directly. Bah, can't afford to play, little trash. That's all, then, I'll kill a few people first, to add to the fun. Yes, number 0888 is going to be killed. Go now. Lu Sheng Yidao had an evil and eager smile on his face. Seriously, he has wanted to kill for a long time. Especially the number 0888 number 1 on the list. HMPH, number 0888, if you have nothing to do, just pretend to be 13 in the chat channel, do you really think you are a cow? Yes, his resentment towards number 0888, on the one hand, is the last time he let himself fall into the situation of mob attacking. But more still, install 3 in this installment. After all, the reason why he suddenly turned against him in the last chat was because he couldn't understand this guy's pretending. Lao Su can tolerate you, he is number 1, but he can't tolerate you being so pretending. However, his ability is not in the direction of water or wind. So it is still difficult to leave the island. He desperately hopes to improve his strength, but he can only be trapped on the island to kill ordinary monsters. This depressing feeling made him very painful. Last time, when the ice and snow spirit appeared, he directly fused the ice and snow crystals. It's a pity that what he got was only E-level ability, weak and insignificant. This is not enough to support him to leave the island. And now, the opportunity has finally come. Properties panel. Island owner. Lu Sheng 1 sword. Number. Area A1 4444 red name. Level. 8 3313 3600. Power. 177. Physique 233, half ghost. Agility. 193. Spirit. 251. Energy durable 222. Evil value. 100. Exclusive items Muramasa Demon Sword A grade, Ice and Snow Crystal E grade. After the transformation is completed, the physique has directly reached 233. Originally, my physique was only around 180. 1. This is the benefit of transformation. In just a split second, it gave me an increase of 50 points. Who else? He said to himself, saying. Although I'm only level 8 right now, even if I'm a level 9 person, it's absolutely impossible for me to match my physique. Of course, to my surprise, my energy and spirit have improved so much. Especially the spirit point, which has reached 251. With such a high spiritual point, I can even use the mental power move of Roar of the Undead. What? The Roar of the Undead is a new ability he acquired after transforming into a half-ghost body. He can place his spiritual power in his own voice, and a terrifying sound wave erupts. This kind of attack can directly cause severe mental trauma to the target. Moreover, it is still a piece of killing skills. With the blessing of the half-ghost, my physique has directly realized the jump like flying. Thinking of this, Lu Sheng Yidao raised the corners of his mouth, revealing a smug smile. First, second, third on the ranking list. Ha, what's the use? Maybe your level is higher than me now, but when it comes to attributes, I will definitely crush you. At this time, Lu Sheng made a knife, quite a bit. One step to the sky. I am invincible. I'm too strong now, what should I do? His vocabulary is not rich, these are the words he can think of to express joy. Baga, baga, haha, I am now at 205. Really, very urgently want to tell them their terrible values. Let them feel what despair is. Those stupid guys are still holding out hope for the word, human being. But I don't know, this kind of thinking has always been possessed by the weak. A real strong person is constantly seeking evolution and detachment, so as to reach the realm of completely surpassing everything and finally realize whatever he wants. They will never understand. As for what the crime is worth, he doesn't care about it. He wants to kill someone. His village is in need of drinking blood and soul. Not the blood of those stupid beasts, but the souls of real men. My demon sword and I want to kill the sky, whether it is number 0007 or number 0888, you will all die. He is destined to become a man like an invincible ghost. Quick, hurry up, kill that number 888 first, I have been displeased with him for a long time. I'm going to kill him now. I, Lu Sheng Yidao, can't wait. Hey, as long as you kill the number 1, I will be the number 1. At this moment, the captain came over. Said the captain of the flickering skull, Inchin. Sunrise is approaching, and I can't take you on the voyage. The ghost ship is going back into the shadows, away from the sun. Lu Sheng laughed sharply and was immediately embarrassed. What did you say? Say it again. This means that during the day, the ghost ship cannot operate normally. Then I got on the boat and did a ghost. You skeleton didn't tell me at first. Captain Ghost repeated it bluntly, saying, the current ghost ship has not yet avoided the history of burning the sun. So, now we can't set sail, we can't even leave the ghost ship. Clang. Muramasa unsheathed and landed directly on the ghost captain's neck. Idiot, are you kidding me? Why didn't you tell me in the first place? Believe it or not, I beheaded you directly, making your soul fly away. The captain's hat of the ghost captain fell directly to the ground, revealing the skull. Muramasa's demon sword was close to his body, and the skeleton captain was so frightened that his soul fluttered. He stammered and said, you didn't ask in the first place. Lu Sheng, Nima, I want to quit. I just became the main character, so you told me that the boat can't be sailed. The skin of his mouth trembled, but he finally put the knife back into its sheath. Captain Ghost said slowly, however, don't worry, this restriction won't always exist. The Great King will help us lift the restrictions. Also, I just received a message from the mother ship. Our king appreciates you very much. He will send you powerful items, which are S-level items. It is the most powerful power item that can exist in this world so far. Lu Sheng frowned after hearing this. S-rank item. This finally made him suppress his anger a little bit. HMPH, then wait until night. I'm going to kill no. 0888. The ghost captain's soul flame flickered and said, maybe, you should consider cleaning up the surrounding islands first. The blade of Lu Sheng's knife was turned over. Worry. Just one more word of nonsense, I will directly devour your soul. Captain Ghost is honest. He turned and walked towards the cabin. Baga, baga, I thought that after boarding the ship, it would take off immediately. But I didn't expect that because the sun was too big, I was forced to stay in a daze. Who is this shit going to reason with? 6th day. 7:23. 11 hours 55 minutes and 55 seconds. Chen Yong did not take out the boat, but swam back to No. 0888. As for Jian Ru, she stepped on Mao Dan's tortoise. With the power of fluttering fruit, she is really light as nothing. What's more, the current Maodin has reached level 4, and his body has become bigger again, which can be regarded as infinite. In the public channel, there are still people speaking one after another. Island 0505. Everyone, I am alive. I found that the ghosts of those dog days are afraid of the sun. As soon as the sun came up, they went back to the ghost ship. Island owner no. 4545. I'm in the same situation here, woohoo, I've survived. Now, I want to do this ghost ship, what should I say? Yes, 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 I want to too, I really want to do it. No. 0613. Brothers, you can only shout, but I have already tried. I bombarded that ghost ship with a B-class Italian. Why? But I found out that it's just a shadow, it's really dangerous. Sure enough, the people who survived at this time are all in a good state of mind. Suddenly, a special but inconspicuous number appeared. No, 0889, Big Brother number 4545, I think you should be more careful. That Liu Sheng has an antisocial personality and has been judged as a celebrity. Maybe, he will start killing from the surrounding islands. No, 4545, ha ha ha, thank you brother, ghosts can't beat me. Island owner no, 9527, are you a stupid roe deer, this is obviously a young lady. A normal man would call you, Big Brother. Immediately someone yelled, young lady. Number 4545, lady. Young lady. It turns out that even in the public channels of survivors, repeating reading is the essence of human beings. Sitting on Mayodan's back, Jian Ru said to Chen Yang. Yeah, Big Brother, those guys are super funny. Although Chen Yang didn't watch the chat channel, he probably guessed. Well, to be able to live until now, the mentality is good. That's fine. If you live in fear all day long, you will die quickly. Just now Jane Qian's Ru suddenly erupted, but it was actually Chen Yang's instigation. I don't have any other ideas, just let Jian Xing play as she pleases. Although this girl is sometimes clumsy and cute, her IQ is still very high when she is at a critical moment. Spokesperson no. 0410. Miss. Haha, let me just say, why did number 0888 go to the island of number 0889? And it's so fierce that it directly wiped out the ghost ship. It turned out that it was a hero who saved the beauty. Number 4545, is this the boss? Is this the boss? Island owner no. 0331. Yo yo yo, what kind of hero saves the beauty, it's clearly a pervert. Is this the lust heart that has overcome all difficulties? Bah, lust. Chen Yang just glanced at the public channel. His face darkened, and he wrote it down silently. At 8:20 a.m. on the 6th day, the island owner of number 0331 hacked me again. One day, I will definitely kill him. No, 0889, excuse me, now is not the time to repeat. Island owner number 4545, you should prepare well. Number 4545, miss, I'm so nervous when you say that. Although he scolded Liu Sheng as a dog, he was ranked number 5 last time. No, 4447, I seem to be the closest island owner to him. Seeing this number, everyone fell silent. Island 4447. Hu Jiqiu leaned against the rock, watching the rising sun. At this moment, her expression was not good. Number 7. Number 4447, I suggest you run away if you can. Hey, number 0007 is still kind. But how should I go? The treasure box she opened was a B-level item, Zanpakuto, Fei Mei. Properties panel, island owner, Hu Jiqiu. Number, area A14447. Level 7, 335 2800s. Power, 132. Physical, 140. Agility, 166. Spirit, 155. Energy durable, 177. Reputation, 0. Exclusive items Zanpakuto, Fei unliberated, C. She stroked her short hair, looking a little lonely. The hair was cut off by myself. Originally, she was also a soft and beautiful woman with long hair reaching her waist. But here, long hair affects movement. The first thing she did after opening the treasure chest was to cut off her own long hair. The ghost ship can't move in the sun, so at least I have a daylight hour. However, my ability is not in the water system, nor in the wind. Escape. What should I do to escape the island? She looked at the tattered raft on the beach of the island. Making a raft, and then wanting to leave the island, she tried on the third day. But no, there are many powerful sea monsters in the sea. The raft just fell apart. She almost drowned. 4445 and 4446 are dead. Now, I can only hope that that guy will turn to the other side. However, I have encountered a ghost ship attack here. No matter how I look at it, my side is more dangerous. Depressed, desperate, In the public chat channel, it is also quiet now. 647. No. 0410. Although I am not sure about the specific target of the psychopath number 4444, everyone who is close to him should indeed be careful. Number 4447, what about the one next door to you? Fujichiyu sighed, and then replied. Number 4447. I've noticed that numbers 4445 and 4446 have all been posted on the death notice. It is everyone's habit to pay attention to the numbers that are close to you. Of course, omissions are not ruled out. Number 4401 bubbling added. It seems that 4443, 4442, 4441 are all gone. Fujichiyu sighed, his last hope was gone. Sure enough, I was the closest to that guy. Really, bad luck. No. 0007. Everyone, let me tell you some good news. That ghost mothership has disappeared from me. Mothership, gone. Everyone was shocked immediately. This is definitely super good news. At least it proves that even the ghost mothership doesn't do whatever it wants. No. 0410. Kijong has worked hard, please be careful. No. 9527. On my side, the ghostly little pirate ship is also disappearing. So it seems that the sun's restraint on them is quite powerful. No. 0889. Could it be because of the expulsion of the ghost camp by the island camp? 0410. Faction. What do you mean? Xie Abin was sitting and doing push-ups while watching the public channel. On his back, there was a huge boulder weighing nearly a ton. King Kong is not bad, let his strength grow day by day. No. 7. Sure enough, someone has discovered that we island owners should all belong to the same camp. That's why we have the opportunity to open treasure chests and chat in public channels. Liu Sheng of number 4444 joined the ghost ship, so he is no longer in our camp. So, he has become famous and has a crime value, so he can no longer stay in this chat channel. Number 9527. According to what you're saying, the air we still being trained. No. 0889. It's very possible. Cultivate objects. These 4 words, to be honest, make people feel very depressing. How many people have died since the beginning? The first 9,999 people, now, is there still 1,000 people? You call this training, however, no one can deny a heavy haul. Compared with before, the current self is simply superhuman. Everyone who can live to the present has invincible power, for the former self. No. 9527. The one who talks yo, it really is a girl. I am invincible, my father, in this island world, you can even have a girlfriend. Woo. Woo. Sure enough, the essence of human beings is a repeater. Island owner no. 0007. No. 0888. I remember you said that you got a ghost ship, right? No. 0889. Sent that Big Brother is busy, I will answer. As long as you kill the ghost captain, you can get the ghost ship. However, the ghost ship itself has very powerful artillery, so everyone must be careful. This news can be published. Both 0410 and 0007 tried to kill the captain. Although they failed, they should have felt the power of the artillery. No. 9527. Envious of having a boat. Sister-in-law, why don't you and my brother come to my place by boat? My island is really fun. I've seen mermaids before. Jian-Ru flicked her hair, her face turned red. Sister-in-law. HMPH, just ordinary teammates. She didn't pay too much attention to this, and thought about it carefully. Number 9527 often talks nonsense and looks very serious, but he is a smart person. This is a joke, but it is actually a test. First, he is testing the Big Brother's attitude, so as to analyze his personality. Second, he wanted to learn about the ghost ship's sailing capabilities. Jian-Ru thought for a while and replied earnestly. No charts. Her reply like this is also very vague. No nautical charts. Then, with the nautical chart, can he reach his island? Didn't say anything, but answered him CGFI again. At this time, number 0331 spoke again. No. 0331. number 0888 already has a ship, so, can you help? No. 4447. You're an S-rank boss, and you're still the number 1 dad. Even if all of us can't do it, but the big guy on the list will definitely be able to do it. By the way, maybe the island owner of number 4447 is also a young lady with big waves. Island no. 4447. Fujichu looked at his figure, and said silently. Number 331, you're the only one. Me, no last word. This guy is a dog man too. As the person involved, she saw it. No, 0331, this is a way to play, moral kidnapping. Although I don't like this kind of routine, it's a matter of my life and death now. And, that's not what I came up with. People are selfish. She didn't want to die, and she didn't want to be the name on the death notice like her neighbors. With anticipation, she waited for news from the public chat channel. Not only she was waiting, but others were also waiting. Jianru looked at Chen Yang and shouted, "Big brother, this number 0331 wants to kidnap you morally." I have already answered before, I can't go without a nautical chart. She still said this. On purpose, Chen Yang took her ashore. Well, don't worry about it. Next time we meet, kill him directly. This is why Chen Yang likes simplicity. This girl is very cute, and sometimes she is stupid. But at critical times, the mind is very clear. Chen Yang smiled and said, "Fatty, what do you think?" Jianru was very serious and said, "I actually want to help my friend number 4447. But I can't, so I won't." Chen Yang. This girl's thinking is really clear and simple. This is probably the reason why she fell asleep directly after being hung on a tree. Nervous, sometimes a kind of open-minded. Chen Yang still admires her. Back to his own island, the mood is not the same. Mao Dan didn't stay, and went directly to dive to find the prey. Now, the monsters on the island are gradually being disliked by it, weak. Yes, it's at level 4, at level 5, it's just like playing now. The advantages of bloodlines have gradually begun to manifest. Therefore, he is going to look for powerful monsters in the deeper seabed. Fujichu sighed suddenly. Is there no hope? So desperate. She was a little downcast. Forget it, everyone has his own life. You can learn from the one who buried himself. I don't know if he can escape. No, 0331. Yo, it's not a big wave girl, brother FA is not interested, it's really disappointing. 27. Catherine didn't think it was a big deal to watch the excitement. She has angel wings, both divine direction and the ability to fly. So the ghost ship is no difficulty for her. HMPH, you bloody fool, how dare you pretend to be an S-class treasure chest ability user. She straightened her waist, and her long figure reflected a thrilling curve in the sun. However, this guy is obviously not an S rank, but he can actually reach the first place, which is really something. Jianru floated in the air, in a half-lying posture. Big brother, this number 0331 is very hostile to you. Chen Yang said. Well, he should be the current owner of the first S-rank treasure box. Hey, big brother, isn't your treasure chest an S rank? Chen Yang shook his head and said. Actually, the treasure chest is just the beginning, and there are many adventures beyond that. According to the system, there are 5 S-level treasure chests, but it has never been said that there are only 5 S-level items in this world. It's like your Cold Moon Sword, which can actually be considered a level 5 item. Also, the Avenger's Whisper is a complete S-rank item. Calculating carefully, this girl already owns 2 pieces of S by herself, and the beginning is also an A-level fluttering fruit. Uhuang is invincible. Island no. 4447. He didn't reply. Sure enough, it's over. At this moment, despair shrouded. Saw so many death announcements. When I think of myself, this kind of pressure is terrible. Suddenly, Jichu received a message from the system. Fujichu was really desperate. Although, there is no evidence that the 4444 will come to own island at night. However, the psychological shadow of this kind of death is so heavy that it is unimaginable. It's as if a knife has been hung on your head, which makes people breathless. In order to survive, she directly forced the big waves. It's not that she is playful, but the last helpless desire to survive. Tip: if your life is detected to be in serious threat, you can designate an island owner to seek asylum. Tip: once the asylum relationship is established, your island will be dedicated to the other party. Reminder: this service is completely confidential and cannot be disclosed in public channels, otherwise it will be obliterated. Please enter the island number of the object of assistance. Hearing this prompt, Fujichiyu was stunned. What? Actually, it can still work like this. Fujichiyu was extremely excited at this moment. Because, this is simply a life-saving adversity. She was so excited that she had no time to think about anything else. Enter the number directly, 0888. Because, the island owner of number 0888 is currently the only one who killed the captain of the ghost ship. Jian-Ru also saw the last desire of the island owner of number 4447 to survive. However, she did not continue to talk about it, but turned off the chat channel. The attitude of posting Big Brother is very clear. Let's not talk about whether you want or not. If you can't reach the 4 words, all possibilities have been cut off. Jian-Ru is also helpless. Putting herself in her shoes, she could feel the despair of the sister of the island owner. But there is no way. Such is the world. She is still very simple. Since there is nothing she can do, then don't think about it. She ate a roast, and said, "Send Big Brother, come on, I'm going to level up too." Now that she has the equipment on her body, spawning monsters will be very easy. Although, her own personality is not the kind of person who likes to keep leveling up. However, she didn't want to experience that kind of despair on the verge of death. And I don't want to drag Chen Yang Big Brother too much. What's more, the tortoises are working so hard, what reason do I have to be bad? Chen Yang took out the upgraded A-class sea-going ship breaking waves from among the exclusive items. Island monsters are no longer enough to kill. There are many restrictions on island. So, just in time to experience the joy of sailing. Because it was the first time to go to sea, Chen Yang didn't intend to bring Jian-Ru with her. Just let her develop slowly on her own island. Although her current level has not risen yet, her equipment is awesome. The most important thing is her European Imperial luck. Absolutely, nothing will happen. The wavebreaker departs. What a speed. Chen Yang's own swimming speed is already very fast. But only now do I understand how amazing the speed of a Class A ship is. And the most important thing is that at this point in time, I have no consumption at all. Autonomous driving, autonomous navigation and exploration, really cool. Only 20 minutes later, we have reached the deep sea area. Dive directly. The huge sea ship directly separated the sea water. Then, there was a bubble film that slowly wrapped the entire hull. Bo, start pressing down. But in just 3 minutes, the entire ship has completely submerged. The diving mode of this ship is not very similar to the one in the world of sailing, it can only be said to be exactly the same. The maximum diving depth of this ship is 2,000 meters. However, it is impossible to directly reach the limit just after exploring. After about 2 minutes, we have reached 500 meters in the deep sea. Under the deep sea, the light and shadow are already very shallow. However, the upgraded sea ship has lights. Although it is not a laser searchlight, it also has a certain range of illumination. It's just that this bit of light is meaningless in the face of such darkness. Let the boat stop here first. Chen Yang has browsed relevant knowledge before, and he knows that generally speaking, the distance of combat submarines on the seabed is 300 to 600 meters. Let me leave the wavebreaker first to experience the deep sea environment. Chen Yang left the ship. Suddenly, a strong pressure came to him. This is water pressure. If the fundamental laws of the world have not changed, then I am directly under the pressure of 50 atmospheres. Withstanding 50 atmospheres and carrying 500 kilograms are two completely different concepts. Bearing pressure is all aspects of the body, every inch of skin and internal organs have to bear it. Under such circumstances, although I feel the pressure, I can't act freely. The airflow of Dragon Elephant Prajna Kung Fu can provide excellent protection under such circumstances. Sure enough, as long as this kind of internal strength technique is strengthened enough, it will have infinite potential. In the later stage, this power may directly override the fruit ability. In the world of great voyages, there are also fruitless powerhouses. For example, the legendary hero Garp. This shows that although the fruit is powerful, it does not mean that with the fruit, it can override everything. And in this killing world, with many diversified abilities, it is even more impossible for fruit to be the only one. I'll talk about these things later. Let's experience the world at a depth of 500 meters. He put away the wavebreaker, and at the same time activated Dragon Ball's ability to avoid water. The pressure disappeared in an instant. As expected of an S-rank item, Dragon Ball. He began to move aimlessly. Under the cover of powerful mental power, the surroundings are still very clear. I found something. A big fish with a strange shape is coming towards him with its mouth open. Identification technique. Identification completed. Species: deep sea giant mouth fish. Level 9. Characteristics: terrible bite force, and devouring ability, as well as toxicity. It's a big guy at level 9. Without any hesitation, Chen Yang went straight to the kill. The purpose of diving into the deep sea this time is to improve my experience value. Although a level 9 sea monster is very powerful, it is not enough to face the current self. Dear Chen Yang, you killed a level 9 deep sea giant mouth fish, your experience has increased, plus 121. Comfortable. One strange thing is more than 1200 experience points. Brushing monsters in such a place is the real comfort. In comparison, although level 7 monsters have begun to appear on the island, their experience points are much less. Collection. This kind of deep-sea fish is very cherished in itself. Congratulations, you have collected a piece of deep-sea fish skin. Congratulations, you have collected it. Congratulations, you have collected a very rare mineral, Halu stone. What? Chen Yang froze for a moment, still unable to believe it. Sea Tower Stone. Chen Yang, he was dumbfounded. Originally, it was only collected based on the principle of cherishing precious materials. I never imagined that I could get such a good thing. He took the stone he had just collected in his hand. The stone is about the size of 2 fists. Because it is in the water, you can't feel the heavy area of Halu stone at all. Probably the giant mouth fish inadvertently swallowed it when it was looking for food. Then it fell into his hands. He was thinking, Halu Shi can make devil fruit capable users lose their strength. Now, girl Jianru and I both have devil fruits, so maybe someone else will also have it. This thing may be useful in the future. However, the first monster I killed in the sea was actually able to gain such a harvest. From this point of view, I smoked Uhuang and got lucky. Sister Jianru, God forever. Now it seems that the deep sea is definitely a treasure. Not only have high-level monsters, but also various ores. Maybe you can get other treasures. Then, go ahead. After reaping the benefits, Chen Yang was full of fighting spirit and charged directly. Another half hour passed. Congratulations Chen Yang, you killed a level 10 deep sea iron nugget, and your experience has increased, plus 1766. Congratulations Chen Yang, you killed a level 10 octopus, your experience has increased, plus 1666. 0. Looking at it now, the same monsters, but those with bloodlines have higher experience points than those without bloodlines. For example, Dragon Blood Black Shark directly has more than 2000 experience points. However, it's pretty good. Happy time to kill. Chen Yang stayed at the bottom of the sea for another 3 hours. My current experience points are more than enough. Then, let's upgrade. Dear Chen Yang, you have successfully upgraded to level 10, and your attribute improvement points are doubled. This means that if I was promoted to level 10, I could increase each attribute by 10 points, so I can directly increase it by 20 points. Dear Chen Yang, because you are the first to break through level 10, you have gained a reputation, plus 10. No yet, Chen Yang complained. It's the first 2-digit number, this is too stingy. Quote. Island owner. Chen Yang. Number. Area A 1,886,887,888. Talent Unique Hidden, SSS Level, Infinite Enhancement 3. Level 10, 3,385,500. Power, 560. Physical, 580. Agility, 751. Spirit, 666. Energy Durable 811. Reputation, 33. Survival coin 10. Bloodline. Thin dragon blood. Exclusive items Magma Fruit S Dragon Ball S Killing Scythe, Eagle of Death A Sky Dragon Magic, Healing Ghost Ship Class B Avengers Whispers Class S. Dragon Elephant Wisdom A. Pet Mayodan Lava Sea Turtle, A Level Blood, Level 4. In any case, the increase in attribute points still makes me very satisfied. Double rewards are pretty good too. This time, I harvested a lot of meat, materials, and seafloor stones. I have cleaned up all the monsters around. As for the deeper seabed, I won't go. Although he is very energetic now. But beheading 2 10th level monsters in a row also made him feel a little tired. It's mainly away in the deep sea. If it's on land, I won't have so much difficulty. His combat ability on land is far stronger than in the deep sea. Another day, another place. He was just about to leave, but suddenly received a system prompt, "You have a private message." The time is 16 hours 31 minutes and 35 seconds on the 6th day. Dear Chen Yang, you have received a private message for help. Okay, help, private message. Chen Yang was stunned. Private letter. Traveling through so far, there has never been a private message. Everyone spoke together in the public chat channel. This can be regarded as a change in the system, but it may also be a release task. Let's take a look first. Chen Yang directly opened the private message. No, 4447. Daddy, help me, I am willing to give everything I have. My treasures, my resources and islands, and my body. Looking at the private message, Chen Yang could fully feel the other party's urgency. This is full of desire to survive. However, Chen Yang did not care about the content of private message number 4447. Treasure, he has no shortage. Island, counting Jane Rue's number 889 island, I am the master of the 4 islands. Comma, in this kind of killing world, it is pure evil to persist in pursuing the venting of this primitive desire. Survival is king. What's more, if you really want it, isn't Jian Ru a good girl? Of course, Chen Yang didn't have any other thoughts because the other party proposed such a condition. Just to live. Don't knock. What he is thinking now is another question. 600. What's going on? Why can number 4447 send private messages? Before, but never private message. Because she faced death threats. Impossible. There are too many dead people. Thousands of people have died, so how can she trigger a private message to ask for help when her life is in danger? What is special about her compared to others? Turned on the protagonist halo. No, impossible. It's still because of 4444. Because, ghost ship. Because of faction issues. From this point of view, number 4444 betrayed the island camp, and joining the ghost ship camp is not tolerated by this mysterious island world. Moreover, this is considered very serious behavior. Therefore, the camp of the island world will trigger the special private message function at this time. Dear Chen Yang, you have triggered a special mission. Replying to the private message number 4447 means that you accept the special task by default. You will be teleported to the area where the island owner is, and spend 24 hours together. It seems that my guess is right. In terms of camp, you must not mess around. Chen Yang narrowed his eyes, and immediately grasped the key point. This mission, on the surface, is to help island owner number 4447, but in fact it replaces the system to complete the clearing mission. Although it is the same thing, the difference between the two is huge. Chen Yang smiled, and directly chose to reply to the private message. It is good. Dear Chen Yang, you have accepted a special task, and you will be rewarded with a B-level item in advance, a bottle of Juhua Yulu pill. Juhua Yulu pill. Precious elixir. Under the condition of not being injured, it can restore the state to the spirit within 10 minutes. Transmission will start in 10 minutes. 9 flowers Jade Dew pill. This name, I like it. This special elixir for healing is very useful. Go back and strengthen it directly. I don't know if it can become a holy medicine for bringing the dead back to life. He didn't take the pill because it wasn't necessary. With his current physique, about 10 minutes is enough for him to return to full state. Hu Jiqiu walked back and forth on the island several times. The closer it was to evening, the more anxious she became. Of course she wasn't waiting to die. She doesn't even want to die. Therefore, she has tried her best and made all the arrangements she can. However, there was very little she could do. Trap, heap. Are these all useful? Hide. This is one way. But, even if other ghost pirates can't find it, can't this number 4444 be found too? No, he will definitely find out. Anyway, this terrible voice has been echoing in her heart. 0888, why haven't you replied to my message yet? Did you refuse? Actually, it's normal. After all, this number 4444 is obviously not easy to mess with. Chocho, you will definitely be able to survive, there is no problem. It's really not possible, hey. In her heart, she was actually very lost. But the problem is that she also understands that this is normal. In the killing world, no one is selfless. If I were the other party, I wouldn't come over. She looked at the public chat channel. You are still making suggestions for yourself, which moved her a little. Although, this is just a matter of lip service. But in such a world, being able to care about each other is already a very happy thing. I looked at the time. It's already 1700, and the sun is about to set. After the sun goes down, the ghost ship should appear. After thinking about it, she turned on the public channel again. No, 4447, please say goodbye to everyone in advance. Everyone, you must live well. Although I have seen too many people on the death bulletin board. However, seeing her words still makes people feel heavy. After all, will she be the last? No, 9527. Don't give up, sister, I still want to see your big waves. Maybe, that dog won't come to you. No, 0007. That's right, if the ghost ship landed on the island randomly, then Lu Shengyude might not appear there, don't be so sad. No, 0331. Yes, it should be fine, everything will be ok. God will bless you. Hujichiu sighed helplessly and said. I think so too if I haven't received the information from the system. I will also hold such a fluke. But now, no more. The system's private message is telling her. This madman number 4444 will definitely come to her island. According to the behavior shown by that guy, he will never let himself go. Forget it, close the public chat channel, and see if there is any other way. Until the last moment, she didn't want to give up. Live on. I've been through 6 days. Really, I don't want to die. Sudden, you have received a private message from the island owner of number 888, who has accepted the asylum mission. According to the mission regulations, your island officially belongs to the owner of island number 0888. Hujichiu immediately discovered that the column of the island owner had disappeared from his panel. It's just that at this moment, she didn't feel lost, but was incomparably pleasantly surprised. Coming, he actually agreed. Chen Yang only felt that he was in a trance. Then, it went directly from the bottom of the sea to an island. This is teleportation. In the face of this kind of transmission, no matter how fast the speed is, it doesn't make sense, right? If one day, I can master the teleportation skills. Forget it, don't think about this kind of thing, the most important thing is to complete this task. He never set his sights high. Being down to earth is the key. Chen Yang warned himself once again. I am representing the island camp to fight against the ghost ship camp. This is the first confrontation, so I can't lose. According to Chen Yang's judgment, as long as he wins, he will definitely be rewarded. Although there will be no punishment for losing, he doesn't want to lose. Of course, besides that, he didn't want that number 4444 to succeed either. Anyway, I was already unhappy with him. And it can save people by the way. Wait, maybe, the real purpose of this mission is not to allow me to live with her for 24 hours, but kill number 4444. Dear Chen Yang, the transmission is complete. In addition, the coordinates of number 4444 island chart are open separately. It's a real hammer. Then, it's decided. Chen Yang took a deep breath and felt the state of the island at the same time. Whether it is the composition of the air or the temperature, it is similar to my own island. Obviously, in terms of numbers, there are more than 3,000 islands apart. Plus, the terrain is not the same. The terrain of this island has many ups and downs, so it is suitable for hiding. No wonder, the island owner was able to escape last night. No, now, this island number 4447 is mine. Let's meet this woman first, at least know her attributes. Well, maybe it's not a woman. After all, there are many big men and cute girls on the internet, not to mention that the world is more complicated than the online dating world, so I still don't have expectations. At this moment, Chen Yang's spirit moved, and he felt someone approaching. It's actually a woman. Walking towards Chen Yang was a woman with short hair who was nearly 1.8 meters tall. It doesn't quite match the 3 words in the previous joke. But only the last word is missing. Although the short hair is a bit weird, it is undeniable that her appearance is still very high. Even after such torture, he can still see a bit of shrewdness and ability. This is a completely different style from 2.2 feet S. Chen Yang thought in his heart, unexpectedly, it's not an internet scammer. At this time, Hu Jiqiu was also looking at Chen Yang. This man was about the same size as himself. He is strong. However, none of the surviving people is not strong, right? Other than that, no other special features can be seen. This, is it really, the island owner number 0888 who is currently number 1 on the ranking list? But she knew that the system would not deceive herself. I can't make the mistake of judging a book by its cover. The other party is here to help me, and just for this, I will give him the greatest respect. It doesn't matter whether the other party's starting point is for their own island or their body. Hu Jiqiu walked up to Chen Yang, and said very respectfully. Quote. Thank you for coming. I can deliver what I promise. Although her mind is relatively open, it is a bit unnatural to say such words directly. There is spring water in my residence, do I need to take a bath first? Chen Yang looked as usual, and said directly. It's already 17:20. We can't wait until dark to make arrangements. I need to know your attributes and abilities. Immediately. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.